So, I guess we'll say, well, welcome to the stream. But for what we'll end up doing tonight, I'm not actually sure. Maybe we'll do some TTF. I was watching Pesty play. It's not a Pesty issue. I'm calling Pesty out specifically, but I did just witness it. I do feel like we are due to go through some recommended quests and then also talk about some pitfalls with certain quests. I definitely feel bad watching players of all levels go through like 25, 30-minute grind fests on TTF. A lot of that comes down to things like party comp and or people just not knowing the strategies. So I don't know if maybe we'll slip in some time at the end of the stream. We'll fit in at least one tutorial for TTF, because I feel like that's probably one of the quests that just needs to be done right. Like there's others where, you know, people could do whatever they want, but I feel bad when I'm watching players like Pesty get held hostage 30-minute runs. I'm like, oh no. It's really important in particular when you go into those runs that, you know, people play the roles of like buff, debuff. So it really makes a big difference. I think that's why I end up just like, when I'm not sure, if I'm joining a completely random game, I would join as a Romarl. Not because she's the best DPS. In fact, she offers probably the least utility of the Rangers. In the sense of like no traps and stuff like that. But when it comes to making sure those debuffs are on the boss, that's kind of crucial. So we just got out of a game where, you know, like, all well-intentioned forces and yada yada, but then they're like missing like really, really key debuffs. And I'm like, I kind of don't want this to be a 20-minute run. I'm just gonna go ahead and debuff the bosses. It's fine. It's one of those things. Like, the fact in ultimate defense scales so harshly. So making sure you counter that with his lore is kind of like a literally minute plus time save per boss. It's pretty ridiculous. But I guess the question is, what character are we gonna play? Yeah, exactly. Like, it just, even if you don't have a force, like, it's really important for the, you know, even if it's just the Humar, if for some reason the only debuff you have is a Humar, I would still expect the Humar to debuff across the entire party. I mean, obviously not if there's a force or like literally anybody else, but it really does save a ton of time. So I guess the question is, what are we gonna do now? Let me close out of this. Yeah, we might do some TTF. I guess it depends on who's in the chat. If anybody wants to hop in and join some games, I don't mind doing some TTF carries. If there's people looking to get some levels, now would be the time to speak up and get carried. I guess we'll give a shout out to, I'm gonna really apologize for butchering the name.
You're wide open!
I'm gonna say Vayorn. Thank you for following Vayorn. I believe I saw you in Pesty's stream earlier.
You're wide open!
Oh, it did it twice for some reason. That's fine. No, what we call those happy little accidents. So yeah, depending on who's around, maybe we'll just jump into a game. Otherwise, I'll do some solo play. As I said before, I'm pretty flexible. I know there's a little bit of a stream delay sometimes, but that will determine what I end up doing. So if there's anybody looking to potentially get some XP in like hard or very hard, or as I said before, at TTF, I can be very flexible with what character to pick. Otherwise, I'll just do a couple pods and see who's around. So I'm gonna default to pod unless I hear otherwise. I'm actually excited for something later. I was double checking. I don't think the beat clock is quite there. But I did end up getting a Heaven Striker / Striker mag combo. So I wanna test it at some point on streams. That's why I'm okay. Normally I don't volunteer to go all the way down to hard, but this is one of the rare exceptions. I'm gonna use a gun for the first time with the special at some point during the stream. So for now, let's hop into the game.
You're wide open!
Vayorn getting the shout out once more. So we'll wait to see who's around.
You're wide open!
Oh, it just loves to duplicate today. So for those that are coming from Pesty's stream, if you were to ask what character I play, that's a trick question. I play all of them. The only character that is not at least 120 is my Humor. It's a notorious joke on stream. It is my least played character. But otherwise, you know, I got a lot of like 160 plus Rangers, 180 plus Forces, a 199 Force. So I have a decent amount of experience playing all these different things. And you see my classic game names when I'm playing single player. That's how you'll know I'm on PSO. When you see absolute garbage trash names like this, it's probably me. Just roll my hand across the keyboard. So now we're gonna ask ourselves an important question, which might shape what I do after this. Rangers and Newmans. What a troll. There are no Ranger Newmans in this game. This is not Phantasy Star Zero. So only 1% rare bonus. So I guess technically I'm playing what is required. This character appears to be lacking some items. So let's go ahead and go into our share bank and fix that. So as always, whenever we accept a run, Fire Staff, Ice Staff, Storm Staff, Magical Piece. Let's see, what else do I need? I don't need Cleo for this run. I will take the Rapoi, Rabarda, and 3 Seals. And I guess I'll take Theodo 1 Adept. That should complete me. We'll start off with Rapoi as usual. So I'll stick to Fire Staff, because honestly, I'm a big proponent of just playing with Rapoi, in particular in single player. Maybe in multiplayer, you could argue, you know, they have enough health that Rapoi stacking would be worth it, but honestly, the speed at which Rapoi comes out is just so good. So we're gonna play some pod until we see some joiners, as it were. But yeah, always feel free to say hello and give a shout out. Right now, I'm just passing time. Welcome back, Pesty. We geared up a chat-created character, aka Dumpling. So we'll do some single-player play until we get some people interested in some runs. I'm so sad that I didn't kill fast enough. I was too far forward. The nice thing is if a Rappy is attacking you and you have a target with Rapoi, it will never hit you. If you kill the target that you're aiming at, you'll get hit. So I'm just warming up a little bit. Looking for anything? Me? I guess another Heaven Striker. It would be convenient if I got one more. I'm eventually gonna play the Rombarl. I'm literally waiting for that beat clock to go even, and then I'm gonna try it out. But I figured I'd just get a legit run in or something while I'm waiting. Wow, double Scape Doll? Oh, it knows how I roll, chat. There we go. Yeah, Red ID will get Cannon Rouge, which I'm looking for. It will potentially get Heaven Striker depending on the quest I'm doing. I don't think I'll get it in this one because it's pod. I'll even take like a Heavenly ability or Centurion. But I have a feeling we're probably gonna get nothing. Oh, I love Scape Dolls. I have entire banks full of them. When I play with people that are not comfortable with quests, I just dump my inventory. I'm like, take what you need. Oh, I got interrupted on my Gafoi. That's so sad. I actually tried to do the right play. I had a phone oral problem where she can't cast fast enough. So sad. Anyway, I'm gonna kill the Dorphon and stunlock the zoo. But unfortunately, the Dorphon was able to turn in time. But fortunately, that time, it didn't troll me. Another Scape Doll. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to like my 8th Scape Doll. I'm just saying. Like, listen, chat. I have a Scape Doll problem. Actually, you know what? Do this more efficient. Much better. What I'm gonna do, because I don't think I could deal with dodging the other people, but I could just avoid dodging altogether if I just gel in. I'm killing my mortal nemesis, aka the stupid Firebringer. Everything else is easy. Not a problem, it's a solution, maybe. I could swap wands, but it's only gonna save me a single cast, honestly. I think about it sometimes when I'm casting Barda Chains like that. I'm just like, I don't care. When I'm coming up to waves like this, I'll probably swap over. Just because this thing is annoying. But you can see there, I don't really pass an important damage threshold. I have mixed feelings. We're gonna make the Rappy go away. Oh, I tried to meme it with Megan. Sometimes it works, Chad. So I wanted to put it within 2 uses of... That's not the right one. I wanted to put it within 2 uses of Rafoi whenever I have like an ice and fire mix. Just personal preference. But unfortunately, the Satellite Lizard takes way too long to kill. So I might as well just use Rivarda. Go away, Satellite Lizard. I could assert dominance here. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, 1 spell shy. See, that's where you just need to have a higher level force. I don't think I did anything wrong. I just didn't have it. I attack with my most damaging spell. I mean, I guess I could have stacked Gafoi if I really wanted to, but I feel like that still would have been slower. I'm letting him build up a little meter for me. I want to try something later. I want to ideally get Mag Blast in the boss, but like early in the boss phase. So I'm getting hit on purpose, just so Shadow's aware. So I want to make sure I don't cap that before I reach the boss battle. So I will be playing a little more cautious from this room onwards. Speaking of which, I love you could bait the Astark strikes, by the way. I'm not sure if you ever tried that with the Force. Just take like a little tiny step back anytime you see its arm move. It's always gonna miss you. See, I sometimes show that I know what I'm doing. Not all the time, though. We're getting there, though. That's kind of a awkward wave. Alright, I killed the threat. Threat down. Oh, it just didn't line up. That's unfortunate. Are you really gonna troll me like this? You're gonna be out of range? Okay, there we go. How many characters do I have? Oh, Pesty. All of them. All of them, Pesty. Did that Dwarf one really not charge me? Are you being serious? Am I off by like 2 steps or something? I was off by like 2 steps. What a heartbreaker. Alright, well, I'm gonna move out of the way. Every slot? Oh, I have more than just 1 character bank. When I mean every character, it's every character, and I have multiples of certain characters. So that's why I was asking you when we were on the stream before. I'm like, what do you want me to play? Like, I can probably bring in whatever you want. I don't really care. It's whatever you need at the time. Okay, one thing to note is if you walk towards an Astark, it will never leap at you. So if you want to stop it from jumping, just take like a small step forward. I mean, like every slot and character slot. I think I'm on share bank 5 currently. Or not share bank, character bank 5. Had a little more Photon Blast than I would have preferred there. Maybe it's a little greedy of me to do. Also, that wall of nothing is depressing. I mean, I could go pick up that dye fluid, which I know because I have the map items.txt that shows me it's pink. However, I don't think I want that, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, the next couple of rooms are Fire, Ice, Thunder, so I'm gonna stick with Rafoi. So we're just gonna stick to Rafoi for a little bit. So one thing I could do there, just a little tiny step there, do a little dance. You don't have to get hit while casting spells. You don't actually have to really do that at all as the Ponuman. Ponuman gets very interesting frame advantage on some of the spells with Vita 1. I killed the threat. Let's unlock the other zoo. Oh, I forgot the other one spawned. That wasn't my bad. Not paying attention to my minimap, chat. Oh, what the? You went out of range? Get out of here. But oh yeah, we have one of every character. Least played is Humar, most played Phonuman. Small step backwards so we don't get hit. I could Rafoi this, doesn't really matter. I'd like to use Rafoi sometimes to kind of stunlock Zeus at a big distance. I feel like people overlook that with that crowd control in episode 4. I see a lot of people just spam Gafoi, which, to be fair, it does generally work, but there are scenarios where, like, genuinely, it's better to do that. Also, since I'm looking to not take damage, I should probably deban. Now that we're out of the early phase. I deserve that. I didn't walk forward. We just talked about that. I mean, I got the S-Arc stuck on the side. I was manipulating him, but unfortunately the other one got me. What a jerk. Take a small step forward. I mean, look at him, chat. He's like really trying to reach me. He just can't though. So we only have a couple enemies between us and the goal, really. It's pretty much home free. If I get Mag Blast early because of the mistake I made earlier, it doesn't really matter. I wanted to experiment a little bit. Okay, he did the roar this time, which is what he should have done the other time I did that, but whatever. Chat, RNG sometimes. Sometimes you're allowed to bully Dorphon, sometimes Dorphon does whatever Dorphon wants. You just made all the females? I mean, the females have really great equipment when it comes to, like, Last Swan and things of that nature. I haven't decided if I'm adventurous enough to try something like Safety Heart. I believe that's what the shield is called, where you sacrifice defense for attack power. I'm kind of tempted to do that on Ramarl, honestly, where I don't really care about defense. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, Silver Foe merge equip, that's fine. We're gonna eat a Die Fluid. If I find one, I'm not picking it up. I'm just gonna commit. So this room, we could basically Rafoe the entire way. So I just want to showcase like how useful it is. See how I stun lock them from spawn? That's hard to set up with just Gafoe. And speaking of unfair use of Rafoe. Oh, is another wave spawning? It would be such a shame if Rafoe was still stun locking the next wave. That would just be unfortunate, chat, if that was allowed. Oh, look, chat. Oh, look, there's another wave. It sure would be unfortunate if Rafoe stun locked the enemy from full screen. And oh, look, it dies in one Barda. How convenient. I'm telling you, chat. There's a little trick. Oh, speaking of little tricks. Here we go. I'm going to use my magical piece. You're wondering why I brought it. It's for this room. You ready? You ready for some episode 4 cheese? Okay, we got the cheese set up. Actually, I should just magical piece first. This should be fine. And dead. It's just so I don't have to deal with the Marissa. I'm not even kidding. That's it. That's the only reason I brought magical piece here. I don't ever otherwise want to use it in this quest. It's so stupid, but I love it. The fact that you can... Oh, shift to 28. You know what? Sadly, that's probably an upgrade for me on one of my forces. I don't have really good debuffs and buffs. This is always a little tricky to do. I need to get to the other side, but the zoo is RNG. I got a little turnaround there, but I should be fine. That's fine. It is building up an annoying amount of my Photon Blast, though. Could you not? We're gonna go for some Razan. I should have 3-sealed here. That was actually a mistake. When I was going up the pit, I should have swapped over. So I'm gonna take little micro steps to avoid the Rappy. Because Razan kind of booty sometimes. I just don't get hit again. And I have enough Photon Blast to do what I want. So either I get it as soon as I get through the spinners, if I don't get invincibility early in phase 1, or I'm gonna have it for the second room, which I'm okay with. Let's assume it's gonna give me not good things, I guess I could set up for Storm 1 plus 3 Seal. I'm probably gonna get chambered in, but it is what it is. I want to get more use of this character in, and she does need experience, so it would be nice. I have 16 minutes left to reach the warp. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that, that's fine. Aw, unfortunate. I mean, I'll still get some dragon skills. It's fine. D-Band's gonna wear off, but spoilers, D-Band doesn't really do anything in boss fights for the most part. I wish it did. I really wish defense actually mattered in bosses, but it really doesn't. I didn't get invincibility, but that's fine. I'm setting up for the second room. I don't think that's gonna be fast enough. That's unfortunate. I deserve that. Did you at least give me mag invincibility? No? Oh, that was just rude then. Having the enemy reader spoils the fun here? Sort of. I personally would never play without the enemy reader again. I really just need to know if something is debuffed. I don't feel like finding out the hard way. Or the cores. Core management is kind of crucial to speeding this run up. I don't have to use ice for the remainder of the quest, so I'm gonna switch back to Thunderstaff. I'm always like 50-50 if I feel like using Rabarda. There's only a couple waves where it would benefit me and not like drastically slow me down. There we go. I can navigate the right way. So unfortunately didn't get it, but I think I can... I might be able to abuse the Mag Blast. We'll see. If nothing else, I'll save it to taunt on the boss. Let's make sure we have the right weapon equipped, first of all. Did you double hit me? That was rude. That was rude, chat. That's why I bring Scape Dolls. So that can happen sometimes, by the way. That's very rude. That is normally not an insta-kill, by the way. I was slightly too centered, I guess. Oh, do I have too much HP now? That's unfortunate. I'm off-center, so it should not double hit me. Yeah, see how it only did like 500 something? That's what it should have done the first time. But PSO kind of jank. Huh. It's reducing me to yellow, but I'm not getting the value. I must be too hit pointed up or something. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I can't get cheese clear on the boss anymore. So I missed it by 2 spells, but that's fine. Yeah, this is where I wish I could decrease my health. 900 health is like the most beautiful health total in the game. It's enough to survive most nonsense in single player, but still give you invincibility. Anyway, let's go back here. Will that even hit me if I'm in the other room? Let's find out together, chat. Oh, it will. It just does no damage. That's fair. Spinners is the only thing that stops me from cheesing the boss out from that distance. See, because I can't use Zond. That's annoying, actually. Oh well. GG. I mean, I guess another dragon skill would be nice. So got unlucky with mag invincibility, and apparently I have too much health now to abuse invincibility on the boss. So that's a bit unfortunate. Definitely got too many HPs, as it were. Another Scape Doll? Oh, you treat me well. Pick that bad boy up, champ. I'm seeing pretty much nothing of interest on the drops. I'll take the 6,000 though. I thought about disrespecting the boss with Mag Blast, but I was like, I wasn't feeling that run. Alright, so now we're in even beats for a bit, so I'm gonna switch characters. I want to feel what it's like to finally be a ranger with Heaven Striker and the Striker Mag. So I think that'll be the goal until somebody says they want to join in on something. Sorry, Evade Material, you are trash garbage. You know what, I don't even see that. Yeah, I'm not even going to restock my Tri-Fluids, I should be fine. I'll put away these items for now. So long everything here. A lot of escape dolls. You know what? I think I'm kind of poor at the moment. I'm gonna put 200k back in there. Surebank needs to get buffed up a bit for gambling. So we'll do C-Bank 1. We'll go back to the original characters. Unfortunately, I don't think my Ramar has a Heaven Striker. I have one on my Ramar, I'm pretty sure, so I'll temporarily loan it to my Ramar. So ideally, I'll get one regardless of any stats. That way I could just use the Ramar for Ramar things. I'm gonna educate myself real quick, chat. Is there anything interesting in very hard mode for purple? Yamato, Heavenly Powers, Photon Crystals, Terrell's Parasol. Otherwise, not really. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess we should go ahead and transfer some things. Would be cool to have the Heaven Punisher. I was gonna say, didn't one drop in the game that I was in on your stream the other day? I think Link picked it up for somebody. Oh, Heaven Punisher, my bad. Heaven Striker. I meant Heaven Striker. Yeah, no, I don't have the Punisher. I always get them mixed up. I honestly don't see the appeal to Heaven Punisher, so I'd rather have the Striker. So yeah, this should be good. So I guess we'll test some things out. We'll go to very hard just so I can feel how strong the carry potential is with this. Then we'll maybe switch over to ultimate. I want to ease myself into it. So I want to see this character right now does not have max mind score. So definitely room to grow for damage. Yeah, so it's at 200, so I should be able to use it right now. Also, I hate typing in the lobby by accident while walking. Sometimes I lean on space key. That's like a me problem. Give it a witch, stop that. So yeah, I got the unit already. So I'll switch over from my normal mag to striker unit. Love my accuracy doesn't change at all. I'm overcapped on accuracy. I guess I don't really need Tyrells anymore if I have this. Honestly, I just might put my Tyrells back in my share bank then. That's the only reason I took Tyrells, specifically for Satellite Lizards, but now I'm gonna be shown the way. So I'm at 828 MST, which is okay. I mean, I got V101 and Adapton and Centurion, so I got like a little bit of a mental boost. I guess we'll just do... I mean, I literally just do the same quest, I guess. Like, how easy is it to do something like Pod? I'm pretty sure I still get Dragon Scale regardless, on Very Hard or Ultimate. I don't think it matters. Given that it's worth 8 Photon drops, generally speaking, I mean, I might as well just go for it. That is a big ol' mag on my back. I'll increase my defense, but I don't think anything else matters. Oh, what a weapon. Hmm. Yeah, that seems fair. Wow, their light resistance is pretty bad even in very hard. Huh. Used the Heaven Striker briefly as a gun, as opposed to laser dispenser unit. So very interesting. I mean, 828 isn't terrible. I could definitely get up to 1,000 or so. For me, I think this is good enough. If I really want more mind score, I could get rid of like Cure Freeze. I mean, I'm 3-shotting most things. That's kind of nice. It almost killed the Dorphon. That's pretty silly. Correction, it killed the Dorphon. It is very silly. Although I'm noticing if you get block animation with the gun, it's not as useful. Oh, it doesn't hit stun the Astark. Interesting. So yeah, this gun seems kind of fun. I mean, I'm glad I put, you know, the order in, as it were. But I need to get her own Heaven Striker. You could even have terrible stats. Like, I honestly don't care. I'm only using it for this. So I guess going forward, if I just want to help carry people and level the raw moral, I could do this in multiplayer games, I'm thinking. Oh, it's able to get it at a pretty big distance. How far away does that work, is the question. Really? It can hit from there? Oh, but I do have to be facing them in general. When I need the beats to be even, yeah, that's not a big deal. I just choose when to help people. Because, I mean, this is really fast, or, like, very hard. I mean, Dorphon's literally 6 shots, that's it. Like, the only thing I'd want more MST for is probably that Astark. So if it's just one target, I could just use the Striker for its intended purpose. Because again, I'm at max accuracy, max ATP, so it's not like I won't deal damage with it. So I think ideally what I would do is probably bring a Heavenly Mind. In fact, I want to see the difference. So if I just leave a Heavenly Mind with her for these kinds of scenarios... I'm gonna see if that puts me over the Astar killing threshold. Not quite. It's not bad though. Double saber with no hit percentages. Shake my head, chat. Who's it think I am? Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun. I'll have to use it to help new players in the future. I think its coverage with the laser is kind of ridiculous. Like, normally in very hard, I have to swap a lot as a force to get, like, the correct elements. Gotta buy all the boxes. Oh, nothing of interest drop. No photon drops. It is MST scaled. So I'm at 873. The cap is like 1,000 something for raw moral. So all I need to do is just level more. I mean, ideally I'll hit 1,400 health, and then hopefully not go too much over. So I could have asked for a mind version of this, but again, depending on what I'm using it for, it might be more useful for me to actually just like power attack. So I think I'd rather have the max ATP in that scenario. Kind of like that. Like, I did 800 damage, just straight up. So I get to choose how it dies. Or, like, if there's a problem enemy like this thing and it's hitting me, it's better for me to do that. Yeah, the Romarl is the preferred person to give it to. So if you're looking to help your friends out, I mean, you can see it targets light. I don't think we'll see it in this quest, but if you haven't seen it before, Pesty, each strand of light will hit different parts of Girdabulu. So it's even like good at Girdabulu. So like I don't have to swap weapons basically ever on anything below ultimate. Ultimate I might have to change it up a little because obviously they have resistances. But when it just comes to stuff like this, I mean, exactly. That's why I brought you up. I know you like the Romarl. Oh, did you see that? That was nasty. I did the special into the quick shot just to stop it from hitting me. Oh, I like having that ATP option. Again, probably not the most ideal if I'm looking for something like purely beyond the horizon, but when I'm playing solo like this, what a free clear. I might have to reconsider this character's ID if I want to keep her purple. I mean, I think she should be able to do ultimate, in theory, because episode 4 is normally kind of booty for anybody that isn't a force, but I have the equivalency of I brought a force with me. It's in the shape of gun. And look at that, I don't have to swap for like the satellite lizards. Like, look how convenient that is. Wow, it lasers from there. Oh yeah, so it is more than like a pistol range for sure. Look at that distance. Ridiculous. So if I stand in the right position, I just hit the whole room. Ridiculous. What a character. So, yeah, you could probably request for a mind-oriented one if you wanted to, if you're low-level Romarl. I mean, I'm like 167, so I'm kind of like, it's probably good enough. Like, I missed that by 22, so that goes to show me. If I had a little more mind score, it wouldn't be a big deal. Actually, reminder, is this character even... I actually forgot the command. I blanked on it. Is it slash math? No. I forgot. That's what I get for not using it for a while. The Ephinea command for showing your material usage. It'll come to me eventually. Mat count, thank you. Hello, Tiggy. Hope you're doing well. Wasn't sure if you're interested in doing anything, Tiggy. I'm just messing around with the gun. It's my first time with it. 83 power. 50 mind. Okay, that looks like max stats. Alright, so this character is already maxed out. But if I wanted to, I could do something different. RT carries? I don't know about Respected Tomorrow. I'm gonna go with... Nah, hard pass. That is one of the few quests I don't enjoy that is probably meta. There's nothing I like about that quest. If there wasn't like a 10-minute beach segment, I'd probably play it. What a gun. Yeah, the downside is, as mentioned before, it only works on even beats for the 100th digit. TTF it is. Sure, I could do some TTF. I'll probably play with this character. Not with this gun, though. But probably this character. Yeah, I don't mind doing TTF. I don't feel like playing Force, though, so I'll probably just bring Romarl. I mean, she could hard carry, so it's fine. We're all counting on you. Actually, speaking of which, how good is it on the boss here? Let's learn together, chat. Do I even need to bring anything else? I mean, in theory, it should hit all the cores evenly, but how much does it do on, like, spinners? Let's find out together. Gather that knowledge for the future. Learn by actually reading the monster display. Only 10 light resistance? That's unfortunate for them. I mean, that was pretty fast. Oh, what the? It had, like, the belly cores. Oh. Oh, why? That's not very fair. Oh, that's not very fair at all, chat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This gun just makes very hard mode instant easy? Is it actually faster to play Romaru in episode 4 now? On lower difficulties? That's a lot of damage, chat. I mean, I was doing like, what, 538 in ultimate? Comparatively, and it wasn't anywhere near the speed that this gun shoots. I'm actually worried Tornado is gonna multi-bot me. Oh, it did something other than Tornado? That's fine. This is fine. That's also fine. Oh, I missed one with the laser. Interesting. So even though it was targetable, quote unquote. Yeah, I missed it by one. That's not a big deal though. So it's important to note that even if it's targetable, it can be pulled back and then the laser can hit. Okay. But I mean, like, otherwise, this is a pretty free run. Like, I know I'm 167, but even, like, for a forest, this is pretty fast. Oh, I was out of range. I was just trying to normal attack it real quick. Speaking of which. I was gonna say, it should be going to the next phase. Oh, I didn't time the rest correctly. That's fine. Sometimes we confuse the rest to iframes. One day, chat. Well, that was just rude. Yeah, see that? Like, I was trying to target it there. Just the normal shot came out. Could be a distance thing, too. Well, when it's just a single core, it's probably faster just a normal. Alright, well, I mean, I could still sadly get something I need. Even though it's on very hard. Very, very interesting. So if I'm counting correctly, it destroyed 10 boxes just then? Okay. So potential target limit of 10. So the range is somewhere between pistol and sniper, but it's hard to get an exact feel of where it cuts off. I mean, I guess I'll pick up the Meseta from the boss. I'm curious, how much is it on very hard? You know what? That's sadly as much as like Fall's ultimate. That's sadly a decent amount of money. I'm like, please buff Meseta drops. So I got a 0% double saber, which is useless. Very, very interesting. Okay, I mean, I think I'm good to go. I'm gonna put these away for now. I don't need them right now. I'll let her keep the mag, but I'm gonna swap out. Yeah, I don't know how Falls really killed me through that. Like, stupid cure freeze. It still didn't help me. What a world we live in, chat. You know what I'm gonna do since Tiggy is here? Thank you, Foxy, for following. Hopefully you're doing well. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull out the old Rush, or not Rush, the old Gush ray gun. So you know I'm tired. When I flip syllables like that, that's the tiredness check. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess set up for another character. The question is, Tiggy, what ID is your character? This character I don't think is a good TTF maker. Yellow? Okay. If you make the game, Tiggy, we'll just do it. I'm gonna bring in my new, well, not new. I've used it before, but it's been a long time since I used it on stream. We're gonna bring in our anti-falls technique. Unfortunately, I only have a 40 gush ray gun. At some point, I need to get an easy 50. You have purple and sky. Purple, I don't think gets red ring, which is why I don't usually TTF with this character. Yeah, they get... Is it earring? 1 second. Yeah, they get earring, which is terrible. It's such a shame. They really great ruins rares and just not false. I think yellow's good enough. I was gonna say, Tiki, if you need help leveling your ults, we'll do that at some point. Hold on. I gotta earn my money. I might as well, as I made it all the way over here. So if this character just gains a few more levels, I'm gonna balance out my HP problem where I don't quite have enough to survive falls. But more importantly, I'm gonna get more MST. Yeah, white ID's okay. I had this conversation with somebody else before. I'm just not a big fan of white ID over something like green or Viridian for newer characters. I just feel like, in particular, Viridian just I think Viridian is the best ID. I think I'm willing to state it. There's not an episode I wouldn't play it in. So I'm just gonna call it OP. Just like white ID gets a lot of the uber rares, but me as a player, I'm not interested in those. I want consistency items. So I want an ID that has access to like V101, V801, Red Ring, and maybe some like handful of other items. And white ID does get like, I think the Red Saber Frozen Shooter, which is pretty solid. But I don't know, it's just kind of okay. It's nice that they get limiter from Conjure, I guess. I will say, if I'm playing a slicer character, like when I was playing my Fomarl, that was a lot of fun. TTF very hard. I almost feel like joining in just to do it. I'm assuming this is... Ooh, what a good guess. See, I did that before Tiggy sent it. I sensed it. Honestly, Tiggy, I could oh, Pesty joined. The plot twist. Okay, I was gonna say we could join. We don't have to wait for people. But if Pesty's willing to jump in, I'm not gonna say no to Pesty. I guess I'm good to go. I got like 7 scape dolls. I really shouldn't die. I'll handle the stun lock on the monitors and stuff. Tiki says wait. Oh, that's true. Let's lobby then. We'll make Pesty make it. I forgot yellow didn't get it. I was thinking Excalibur V101, which is true. They do get it, but they don't get the other thing. Tiki slash lobby in the group chat. I mean, that makes sense. I would slash lobby out of the stream too. just return. Try again. $30 luck, Matt, 5 PD. Are they... Is that even a good ratio? I don't know. I mean, I have that, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, none of my like ult characters can really do these runs. That's why I'm thinking of changing her ID off of purple. As if I'm gonna do like the Psycho Wand hunt, I have better purples now than this character, so I could free her up to be like another Viridian. So yeah, I guess we'll walk through how it should go. So fortunately, you could play without a force if you have enough rangers. Episode 1 has taught me, if anything, if you have 3 rangers on your team, you can handle anything. They could be all casts, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna compare some damage before and afters real quick. So we saw the team is doing like okay-ish damage, but look at the difference of what happens when you buff your teammates. Oh yeah, there's that damage. What a nice amount of damage. Also, that unidentified weapon is gonna annoy me. I might if I happen to telepipe in the future, I'm definitely dumping it real quick. Because I don't like going over double saber. So anyway. So I'm gonna act as the force in the run, and this is why I think at the time of this particular recording, the other video where we talked about the character classes has gone up on YouTube. So one positive thing is if you don't have a pure force, you could kind of make up for that by playing something like the Ranmar or the Hunawhirl. And so a big reason I like this character is I could walk up to this boss and just get a nice little Jellin Zalor. I am stuck in the boss. Try that again. It's not necessary to Jellin, but it is nice to Zalor. Okay. It went airborne, not a big deal. Oh, I didn't realize you were 185, Pesty. For some reason, I read that as 165. Hey, Chad, I think you all know what item I'm picking up from the boss loot. I think we all know deep down what I just picked up. I'm not even gonna state it. Chad knows. Also, I need to put away my cure paralysis. Well, I mean, I could put my cure paralysis on for here, I guess. Whatever. Escape doll, exactly. I don't remember if there's a red sword drop for white ID. Do you recall offhand, Pesty? Because I'll kill the dragons for that red sword. You have no idea. I'll do it for you, Pesty. I'm double checking right now. Or did they get it on the shark? Let's find out together. Yeah, they get it on the Guile Sharks or whatever. Okay. So we can still get it here. It's just not as common. Alright, I'm gonna volunteer to stay behind because I need to get rid of this double saber. That's gonna drive me crazy when I'm in you. It's bad enough I have to go through my rush ray gun. I keep calling it rush ray gun. The gush ray gun. Which we will be using to cheese falls, by the way. Just letting you know. It's gonna happen. I've had enough of playing fair with falls. We're gonna hurt it when its shield is up. But in order to do so, I need this thing out of my menu. Should be good enough. There are so many telepipes. I picked one at random. There we go. We're gonna rebuff each other. Ooh, only I got Mega Invincibility. That's a bit unfortunate. Gotta pay this like a bills. I'll heal the group. See that? I did it. Actually, I should gel in. That actually makes a difference on the tentacles. Oh, it targeted me. Never mind, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, for some reason that attack is impacted by Jellin. I feel like, you know, there's some things that Falls does that should be impacted by Jellin, but it just doesn't. Makes me so sad. Nice level up. 130 for Tiggy. Okay, we're gonna do the old classic ignore them. Love a little ignore them action. No, since I'm gonna believe in the damage of my friend here, we're gonna go ahead and just freeze him. Belief was there. I think we both just pulled out the last one. We're just like, nah. Oh, nice red ring, Pesty. Is that the one that you got earlier today? Congratulations, by the way. That 20 accuracy does help a lot. Big quality of life. Nice, nice. I'll go ahead and activate this. I don't think What ID gets anything for this, so I think we could just Sinnoh and leave. I'm pretty sure White ID gets nothing. Yeah, I'm definitely out of here. In fact, I'm gonna consult the charts just in case. Or is it just like an uber rare or something stupid? Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 1 in 174,000 whatever % drop for Heaven Punisher. Foolish me. How could I forget? I mean, I don't have to kill the brands, but it feels like a personal mission. It just sends a statement. Speaking of statement, get the power material. Alright, so I probably have highest ATP unless Tiggy's capped. 1145 is only 30 off of Rock Casteel's max. Just gonna go ahead and rebuff. Yeah, Tiggy unfortunately is on the opposite side of the screen that it starts on. I always love pointing this out to people that never notice, but I love that it shows that it's behind me when it zooms in here, but it's not. It's behind Pesty because he made the game. What a troll cinematic. That always confused me when I was playing. So we'll probably have to do... Oh, well that was unlucky. We only got the 2 monitor. It should be dead regardless here. Slightly here, Pesty. Should be this monitor that kills. Yeah. So if player 1 is the ranger, they can kill it without the boss ever getting an attack, but sometimes there's jank and you only get the 3 monitors, or you get 2 monitors instead of 3 monitors. So I roll my eyes whenever it happens. It's kind of whatever. But yeah, maxed out. Oh, hold on, I gotta play the dodging game. I was gonna say, maxed out ATP Ranger does not care about Volt Up at all. And with the Realm Marl being the weakest of the bunch, and I could still get the 3 monitor kill, just shows how unfair with even just shift at level 20, how much you could just carry the games if you really want to. Oh boy, everybody, it's Gabarda level 29. Oh, golly gee, chat, I left it behind. What a shame. maybe next time I'll complete my collection. Oh, I got re-aimed there. That was awkward. I mean, I guess I should deban. I guess. Well, yeah, I'll deban. So we're gonna do. Oh, they're triggered already. That's fine. I'll go for the alternate movement. I'm gonna go for the safe clear here. I don't feel like messing around. It's slower, but I think that's okay. It just guarantees I don't get hit. That's all I really care about. I just don't want to get megated or something stupid. Wait a little bit for Chicky there. Sorry, Arlen. You know what? I should not have put my Heaven Striker back in the bank, because that would have helped on this phase. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I mean, I could still do this with Last Swan. It's not like I'm useless. I've just been preferring Heaven Striker lately for this particular phase, just because of the sniper range. And it still ultimately only takes 1 normal attack to kill. It's like a very small time save. Like, maybe on average, I save between like 5 and maybe optimistically 20 seconds. But sometimes it matters if you've got a good run going. just not needing to take like an extra 2-3 steps between shots does add up. I almost walked into that. That would have been awkward. So here it's a little confusing. I guess with their party comp, I mean, almost anybody can handle the spinners. It probably should not be me. But I'm gonna Zalore the boss regardless, and I'm gonna focus on the head. You kind of have to do a judgment call of who does DPS. Like, I would say normally, if everybody was my level or higher, I would probably always be the one that does it, because my ATP is the lowest. But because I'm capped, if I wasn't capped, I would also do it. Oh, I got this allure, nice. I'm gonna do a little pause trick action here, and hopefully dodge the insta-death. Nice, we dodged it. Okay, did about 1,000 damage. Better than nothing. Oh, I got knocked down. That's unfortunate. Here's where Heaven Punisher might have saved time. But I think I still got it with normals, yeah. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna walk forward, debuff the boss, and switch to Gush Ray Gun. I should be able to land this hit, and this should save us a lot of time if I can land it. So I'm just gonna preemptively walk forward. Come on, debuff. Okay, just gotta dodge the initial hit, and then I'm good. Oh. I only landed one of the hits, though. That was a bit unfortunate. It's fine. It gives us another cycle. If I had a 50 hit, I think it would have been fine. You can see that I'm doing like several hundred a shot. I could kind of cheese it a little bit. The focus fire of all the last swans is so ridiculous. I love it though. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I went easy on the murderer in my defense. I could have made it much worse. Oh, I was out of range of Piggy there. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, there we go. GG. I got a little greedy there. I could have just fireballed for sure. I just wanted to prove to myself I could land the shot. Come on, Pesty. Get a second red ring. Oh, Moon Atomizer. That was fine. Again, I think my goal is anything that's sub 15 minutes, I'm okay with. If it starts going over 15, I gotta sit there and reassess life. So yeah, it could have been a little more efficient there. So I could probably clean up my DPS next time. I know we lost a little time on Volop, which is definitely my fault. Box Roulette failed you. I don't think I've ever won Box Roulette. I don't think I've ever gotten anything of any hit value of interest ever in the hundreds of runs I've done there. In fact, I think the only time I've seen a 50 hit is events. And no, I'm pretty sure it's just events. I haven't even had in the shop like a good 50 hit. I've had like really awful 50 hits. I was about to say, like, I could get a charged Vulcan, but it's never rolling with hit percentage. Unfortunate. But hey, I almost leveled. Man, if only this thing had more hit percentage. I might just spend Easter eggs on it, I'm thinking about it. Or I could just hold on to them for later. Sure, Pesty, we could do another game. So for anybody watching the stream, if they want to hop in, we're just doing some casual TTF. Only A rank? What do you want from us? Monster. He's never happy, Chad. It's like killing his nightmare transformed daughter made him upset or something. Just baby chat. Just a little bit. I have to decide if that's the new game or the old game. Okay, there we go. That answered that question. Yeah, I should level up this quest, which will help me in the future. I'm sure Pesty is just like, yes, no 30 minutes monstrosity. This is your last one, you're super sleepy. No worries. Hope you've been having a good time, Tiggy. Huh. You've been buffed. Life is so much easier with multiple forces. You know what this Yamato, nice. You know what the sad part is? If Pesty still wants to play, I'll just play Viridian ID as long as you buff me. I'll still damage carry for you. It's fine. I'll get in, probably my Rock to Seal. It'd probably be more efficient. So I have Viridian ID, I just don't have buffs. Hello, Amadeus, hope you're doing well. We are just doing some casual TTF. So if that interests you, just let us know. I'm trying to decide if I do want anything from drop rate up. I don't think I do. I mean, technically I did pod earlier. I took advantage of it. But, this is kind of one of those weeks I do. You join, but you probably slow me down. Amadeus. It's fine. If you are level 80, you could literally AFK. It'll be fine. I'm just letting you know. Listen. I could carry Amadeus. It's not a problem. You don't have to know the quest. You don't have to know how the game works. You're 130 something? That's not even low level. Oh, come on, Amadeus. You could totally do it. I was thinking you're like fresh level 80, like maybe 40 hours played solo. But no, that's not even low. What character class were you thinking? I don't think it'll make a difference in who I pick. I'm just curious. Oh, blue lilies. Thank you for the freeze. You know what? I'll kill these out of spite. I don't have to, but I think I will. Yeah, Hunter, Ranger, doesn't matter. I mean, if you're a forest, that would be even better, but kind of whatever. It's not mandatory. You new roll, thinking about making a Ranger or a Foam roll? Rangers decimate so much. It's funny that you say that. I was gonna say, I think what just went up on YouTube was the character class discussion video with timestamps talking about the different classes. I said it was basically a Rangers game. So like, I said the words Ranger privilege, I think, twice in that video. They are certainly very privileged. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. I'll go back. Oh, never mind. Pesty's got it. Pesty's got it. Okay. Yeah, Rangers are super good. You kind of can't pick a bad Ranger, quote unquote. I mean, all of them work. It's like, can you use spread needle? Yes, no. And then you're all good. But Hugh Newell's fine. She's a little rough. I think somebody on my YouTube was talking about how they were having some trouble with the Hugh Newell. I do feel like she's a character that does need quite a lot of gear to kind of get started, which is a bit unfortunate. Like, the difference from when you finally get an Adept or a Heavenly Arms on the character makes such a big, big deal. You picked her because like the way she looked. That's fine. You can pick based off whatever you want. I just feel bad though, because some players are like living the struggle life with that accuracy, because their accuracy growth is terrible. She's a lot of good like late game potential for sure though. I'm not quite there with mine yet. I'm getting close. I'm like 150-ish with her. You know, I finally get like ability to use Excalibur, and I have like finally capped accuracy. So like I have fun with it when I get there, but it was definitely, for me, it was a struggle going through that. I was like, man, it was so much easier with Rob Marl. Rob Marl was like autopilot every room. Just win the game. Speaking of which, I'm just autopiloting their chair. I'm like half paying attention to what I'm doing. It's fine. I'll go activate. We'll just do the quick run. I'll just shoot it with the old frozen shooter if it's not frozen. But yeah. Do you need anything like materials, by the way, Amadeus? Is there anything you're looking for aside from red ring? Oh no, I can't freeze it. Frozen too soon. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, I can actually shoot it when it's like that. That's interesting. Thank you, frozen shooter. Me get what? Me get 26? Wait a minute, real upgrade for me? That's sadly an upgrade. I'm gonna go pick it up. Ramara seems fun with Divine Punishment. She is. I just got to try that for the first time today, actually. I think everything else you have is decent. Nice, nice. Yeah, I literally got the what's it called? The Striker unit today. Now we're just being disrespectful to the robots. We don't have to do that. We did it anyway. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join. I think what'll happen is, since we have 2 Huna rolls, I will trust that something will buff and something will debuff what we're fighting. So I could afford to pick something more damaging. That monitor is such a lie. Okay, I should get 2 monitors here. I'm not fast enough to reach the first monitor, but I think I got the good pattern here. Yeah. So close, but not quite. Bolt up. Bolt up. It was mind gaming me, chat. It just didn't spawn or do anything. I mean, I guess that's one way for the boss to win. If it never appears, it can't die. That was an interesting time loss. Not sure what happened there. So yeah, I'll probably host the game. We'll get some games in with Amadeus. And if Pesty's still available, we'll do Pesty as well. Oh boy, I got a ruby bullet with 20 hit. I'm ready to not use it. But thanks, game. Or Foe 20, maybe. I mean, that helps if people are doing it. Oh, people are getting the photon drops. Congratulations. You've won the box roulette. I used up all my luck on that 20 hit ruby bullet. Oh, that dodge though. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the Darkbringer start charging up, I could feel fear. I don't ever want to see that thing shoot at me ever again. You're like, no thanks. Okay, we'll do the AI manip. There we go. It was a little awkward. We still got it. Although, unfortunately, that means I pulled this Arlen, which is kind of annoying, actually. So, I unfortunately now can't deal with the Sorcerer due to that. I'm gonna run. That's fine. I must have pressed the power button, or power attack too quickly. That's unfortunate. Oh well, it died anyway. That's all that matters. So yeah, what happened there is I went to go shoot the Sorcerer, but the other thing interrupted my attacks, so I knew I couldn't kill. So I didn't think it was worth waiting for it. I would just wait for another cycle. No sense in just dying randomly to save like 2 seconds. That should be good enough. Actually, that's now also annoying because the ruby bullet's in my menu. That drop is actually just a big troll. So what kind of loadout do you have on Medeus? You're using any female-specific weapons? You just got, like, partisans? What are we talking about? I want to get a general sense of character strength. I think my Huneral, she's got to unlock her personal Excalibur still. So she's got a little bit of work for her to go. So definitely in the very near future, we're going to be doing a... I'm not going to call it a joke stream, but we'll do a gimmick stream where we level that up as we do something else. There's a lot near me. Some pot shots. Nice. Girasol, Vice double pistols for range, Daylight Scar for single target. Okay, solid, solid. Get the debuff on the boss. Oh no, Pesty perished. I don't think what else. Oh, so you're looking. Oh, we'll have to get you a last one at some point, Amadeus. What a game changer that weapon is. That's what basically everybody here is using. What a great weapon. Oh, trolled. It made me target the spinner. But now I have mag invincibility, so I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, I got 15 seconds of invincibility. I'm not even gonna dodge. Let's go. Don't know what last one is. It's a pistol that shoots 3 times. So if you notice, we shoot 9 shots total. So it's like a mech gun, but with pistol speed animation. And it is pistol range, to my knowledge. So it's a little more than your average mech gun. Oh, that almost killed me. Actually, I need to heal off of that. Kind of annoying. Oh, it multi-hit me. What nonsense. Oh yeah, there's nothing I could have done about that, I don't think. Speaking of which... There we go. But yeah, it's just a great way to get, like, really high DPS. I don't know if it's, like, the best in slot, but whenever I'm making a female character, it usually is my boss slayer, basically, through the entire game. Whether you make a Raw Marl or a Ralcasil or a Huneral, basically all done the same. We gotta get over to... We gotta buff Tiggy. Tiggy doesn't have the Shifta. In fact, I'm the only one with Shifta. Let's get together as a group. Power friendship. Little buffs on everybody here. Little heal. I'm gonna walk away slightly. Well, I guess we all got knocked over, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that was rude. It went for the double whammy. Oh, at least Dark Falls came back. That was Blade of Dark Falls. Ooh, I was gonna shoot it, but not worth. Oh no, I forgot to increase this character's height. We gotta fix that later. Okay, as long as none of us hit it here, we get another free phase. There we go. I mean, I'm doing like 200 damage a shot. That's not insignificant. With the gush. It saves a little bit of time. Speaking of saves a bit of time. There we go. Just chipping it out by like another 400 damage total. So the gush ray gun has a purpose. Ideally, I would want something crazy like the S rank version of gush. I refrained from teammate murder. I want you to know that was great restraint. I normally just kill the people I'm playing with, but it's fine. This time I won't. I'll be nice. Listen, chat, sometimes I just want that time save. Nice and simple. So I think I'll swap characters to get just a tiny bit more DPS out of the match. So I'm going getting a character from 1145 to 1175, but I have ATP armor on. So it should be better DPS. Question mark. This character's accuracy does let me heart attack a little more often. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Nice level up. Ooh, the big 2 MST, chat. I did it. This gun is so fun. Yeah, the Ramaro has slightly faster pistol animations, I think, or at least I heard. I haven't verified. So things like the Heaven Striker are quite fun. As is Last Swan. It shoots so fast, chat. What a beautiful feeling. I mean, I guess I could put these in the bank. I have to be getting low on share bank space again, because I've been storing a lot of techniques in here off stream. Would not be surprised if I cap it on stream. Speaking of which, what do I get rid of? What do I not need? Do I need that many rested 30s? Probably not. Brave Barrier, why is this in here? Okay, we can at least get rid of that. Kinda useless. Yeah, we'll have to give away some of these items. Oh, I got a slightly different LNK, I guess. Yay. It's still not good enough for me to use, unfortunately. Nice DF field. My merges. I probably have to get rid of some of these units. I got too many of these. Like, powers are fine. I could keep those. I don't need this many bodies. And I need to do something about these mags. Yeah, I think next time I play the Rockcast, I'll take his mag out of there. I think that's for the Rockcast. It's okay. I'm gonna swap characters. I'm gonna get my money first, and then we're gonna... I guess I'll play Rockacil. She's Viridian ID, so I think we can at least do the Sinnohs. But thank you for sticking around, Tiggy. Unfortunately, no red ring, but hey. You did okay. Had some unfortunate deaths. The ice death slowed us down a bit, but otherwise I'm still happy with it. I cannot type today. Well, at least the game knew what I wanted. One day, someday soon, Tiggy. It'll be before you reach 180. Getting it early just makes you suffer, because then you're like, darn, if only I was 180. I could use it. I think that happened for me on my first red ring. I got it at like 135. I couldn't use it for like the entire year because I just didn't level. Just sat there, burning a big hole in my bank. Like, man. Feels like the cursed monkey ball scenario. It's like, you got red ring, but at what cost? I'm naming the game TTF Ziggy, so people know which one it is. And I will post. I'm not gonna leave a password on for now, but maybe I'll put one on. We'll see. There hasn't been like a lot of bites tonight. So we got Pesty. We'll wait at least for Amadeus. A 137. I'm assuming that's probably Amadeus. That sounds like a name I'd give a Hugh Neural. Just gonna guess that. Nice. I mean, I think we're good to go. I mean, I don't think we need to wait for anything in particular. Oh, random person joined. Oh, I don't know who this other person is, but welcome, I guess. It looks like a big funeral Rockaseel party. That's all I'm witnessing. Oh wow, am I identical to the other character? That's kind of funny actually. Same headpiece, same color. They're just shorter. I'm like the big sister, even though they out-leveled me. Nice. Oh, look, we're even wielding the same gun. Look at that, chat. I think. Yeah, that looked about right. Oh no, they put Spread Needle out. You know what? I'll be the right big sister there. I'll pull out Spread Needle too. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say Amadeus. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Listen, whenever there's a ranger, and anybody that can buff the ranger, or even the ranger can buff themselves, they can carry the game. It's fine. they're basically the one-man army. Like, do they have Spread Needle? You're fine. Last Swan really helps deal with the bosses quite a bit. That's kind of like the only time you will see me sub out a Spread Needle most of the time. But, oh yeah. Just enjoy that free experience. See how quests should be done, and then judge us when quests go wrong. Rip the Dark Flow. I didn't heal you in my defense, Pesty. I mean, I could troll you with Star Atomizer, but I promise you it was not me. Oh, I went to Cannon Rouge, darn it. I'm envious of my Rockaseel sibling. It was me. That was one of the rares I was going for. Force a habit. I was gonna say it's funny because normally it's forces that do that. It's okay. They just cared about Pesty's health. They didn't want to watch a teammate go down. Too many struggles in the ultimate runs. I promise you, for the most part, they'll go smoothly. Hello, the Fabled One. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some casual TTF late at night. I'm probably good for like another 3 or 4 runs, I think. Hopefully we'll get somebody on stream with another red ring. You know what, chat? We call this greed. I'm gonna go kill the nano dragons. You guys can do whatever you want. I got my hunt right here. It's in this room. I'm ready, chat. I'm going for it. I want that red sword. Anybody that wants the red sword. As long as other people go to the next room, it's fine. I could even take the telepipe for the other room, so it's not even like that inefficient. I know. Yeah, I killed 2 dragons. That counts towards red sword. I'm like, you're darn right, Chad. I'm going back for it. See that? Look, I even kill fast enough to help with this clear. Look how convenient that is. Let's telepipe out real quick. I'm assuming somebody's got me. Just wanted to stomp in the Fabled one. I think you were saying you were playing, I forget where you said you were playing, but hopefully the game's going well. I recall you saying that you were putting time into it. I forget if it's the new Fire Emblem. Might have been. But you could correct me, the Fabled one. Speaking of which, what am I doing? Spread needle. I'm just gonna believe in the mag invincibility. Oh, Chad, I got paid off again. So Amadeus and I both got invincibility, so we're just gonna walk to the corner of the raft and just kind of laugh at this boss, like whatever. I'm like, I don't have to dodge laser. I'm going in, Chad. Oh, she's got an Excalibur? I'm trying to think about if I even want to bring in Excalibur. Honestly, I feel like I don't. I'd still rather spread needle. To be real with you. I know people bring Excalibur to this, but I'm like, how badly do I want to save 10 seconds if it means my menuing is just garbage for the rest of the run? To be honest with you, chat, I'm not that excited for it. If I was a hunter, by all means, bring out the Excalibur. But Rangers, I'm like, I got my best friend spread needle here. It'll cover me in every boss, literally. With a nice little freeze into the murder. Should probably place out more traps since I am the Rock Seal. Gotta set a better example for everybody. I put 1 trap down, I think, but I gotta put more down. We're just being too efficient in kills. What can I say? So ideally, at least 1 cache should always stay behind in the center room. So I'm gonna volunteer. So we're gonna try not to do it too early. We're gonna wait. When did they spawn? Well, that threw me off. Did they not go far enough back in the room or something? That was weird. Question mark? I actually threw off my rhythm, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it was very weird that happened. Kill that enemy. Okay, freeze traps are out at least. Okay, that's fine. A tri-fluid? Nah, I'm not playing Force right now. Could pick up that moon if I needed it. I did fix my mag color a little bit. Okay. A little scary. I could have maybe re-freeze trapped there, but I had faith in the team there. I was rewarded with not death. It's always nice when that happens. Okay, so because I made the game, I should be able to get this unlocked pretty free. I just gotta turn slightly to the right. That's the benefit of being player 1 here. It actually matters for this boss, like a lot. Other bosses, it like kind of makes a difference in the worm boss. I don't feel a difference in dragon. Makes a small difference on falls. You don't fully get this boss. So only 1 person should be shooting. I don't know why they're shooting. I probably have more ATP than them. I have like literal damage armor. Don't shoot it. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. I should still get it if nobody else shoots. So only 1 person needs to stun lock, and basically what it'll do is it'll check the person's ATP when you shoot it. So I have things that boost my ATP higher than normal, so I will almost always have more ATP than any other character in my class, even if they're higher level than me, because I'm wearing those armors. Now, there is an exception. I think if they can wear Red Ring, you know, they'll have more ATP. I think there's maybe 1 armor higher than me, but I'm assuming most people don't have that. So I could be mistaken. Maybe they have the one armor that out ATPs me, but I am wearing an ATP armor, which is not super common. But essentially what'll happen is that Spread Needle locks down the monitors. That'll force it to stay in place until the monitor pops. So due to the way the health of the boss is calculated, it should always die. Hello, Gray. Hope you're doing well. Space opens up in your party. You'll join. Sure. We have a random 176 person, but I can make a private game, potentially. Unless they're also in the stream, and I just don't know them. I'll feel like, I don't know. I know everybody else that's here. I don't want to be, like, quote-unquote mean to them, but I'd rather play with people that I can chat to in here. Aw. That was a bit unfortunate, actually. I didn't realize I still had Spread Needle out. That was a slight mistake, but that's fine. Got V101 and play some NGS. My brain had to think about that. Oh, you mean PSO 2. Nice, glad you got a V101. I'll telepipe in case somebody's looking to come in that way. Yeah, we're gonna switch to Heaven Striker. But yeah, Gray, I'll put up our standard password of King lowercase for people that are looking to hop in. So you're more than welcome to join with any character. I forget what character you play as, but I think we got basically everything covered, so we should be fine. So you can play whatever you want. Got a new boss, so you trying it? Fun boss, but the drops are disappointing. It's been unfortunate. Heaven Striker. Oh, they lined up on the same line as me. I gotta get used to that. When you got double Rocket Seal with Heaven Striker, the range is quite ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, every spinner's dead. We're just too efficient, chat. No, that wasn't the one I was aiming for, but I'll take it. I'll go with I'll take it. Just reach out some health real quick. Depending on the weapon they have, they might out-TPS me with Vulcan. That's where it's like a tough personal call for me. I might play it safe and just Spread Needle for the group here. Maybe, because New Worlds don't really have a great way of dealing with the spinners super easy, whereas I do, and I can still damage the boss. You know what, I'll just play it safe. I'll Spread Needle. I'm gonna make the judgment call. I saw them use Vulcans. I can deal with it. Still do a little damage to the boss at least. There we go. I'm making those DPS calculations in my head. I'm like, if they're using Charge Vulcan, they'll probably out-damage. I'm not using like the most hyper-efficient equipment ever. It's like good enough. One thing that I also recommend for people that are still getting used to the game, whenever you get knocked over by something, in particular if you're a cast, you should be using the item menu to heal. The reason you want to do that over the other things is that it'll buffer the input. So like for example, while walking around, it takes the same amount of time if I use it as a button or whatever. But if I do it from the standpoint of a menu, I'll instantly be able to use it. I'm gonna revive Amadeus in a moment. I just want to kill this phase of the boss. Okay. So I'm gonna do some damage. We're gonna go revive Amadeus. I will usually choose to end this phase over revive other players because this phase is trash. I just want to be out of it. So I'm gonna do some initial damage. Where's Amadeus relative to me? Oh, they're on the far side. Ooh. Alright, I'll still go for them. Oh, I got slapped. Yeah, that phase I just went over. So chat's got me. I didn't bring my gush. Damn. That's a good idea, actually. I should be Heaven Strikering that. Let me try mate, just in case. I tried moving away from my teammate there so both of us wouldn't get struck. Wow, what a bad cycle. I'm just gonna Star Atomizer. Like, actually bad cycle. Oh, buffs were off. That's not good. Interesting. I'm gonna take one for the team, I think. Chat didn't let me die. Okay, I'm willing to die. I think I have escaped dolls. It's fine. Yeah, I got 2 escape dolls. Almost killed it. It's pretty close. I gotta be more careful here because I don't want to kill when it's got that much health still. If I were there, you'd be dead quicker, maybe. I mean, I'm okay with people killing me as long as they revive. But not when it's like this close. Like, I gotta be really careful that I don't kill the other player here. Like, I will respect it because I don't know if they escaped all. Like, I know I have escaped all, and I will announce that to the party. So if they kill the boss here, it's fine, for example. Let's see if we got anything from it. I love that their name is just all question marks in the player reader. Poor player reader. GG, I guess. So yeah, we'll get a nice little group game going. I think that went fine. Yeah, the tricky thing with falls is just when you don't have like quite the right amount of health. There's a too much health. Oh, I missed what was said in the chat. Oops. Log window? Is there any counter to the ice attack during the 3rd phase? Kind of. So that's more, it's kind of annoying because that one is more targeted than the other attacks. What'll happen is that we split off to the sides. What I always do preemptively, if you don't have a cure freeze, is I just pop up a menu. I either use the pause menu or the item menu, and I preemptively jiggle the stick. I don't wait to get frozen. I'm in it, and I just do the rapid mash. So that way, if the freeze doesn't kill me via damage, I'm out of there, and I'm not frozen for the spinners. Because that's usually what'll kill players. Well, sometimes the freeze itself will kill, but that's just known as nonsense. There's not really counterplay to that other than Heavenly Resist. I mean, it killed me with like 1400 health or something earlier, and I had like 21 ice resist. Like, it kind of happens. We'll label that under PSO Jag. Is there a min resist you should go for? It depends on your health. Like, you technically have more ice resist than me. It really just depends on your health. If you're it's kind of hard to tell what's hitting you. If it's the spinners that kill you, I would say Cure Freeze is probably more important than getting a Heavenly Resist. But if you somehow get to 50 ice resist, that will generally make it so you can never die. But that requires too many units, I think. It would require at least like 2 Heavenlies. Ice just one-shots. Yeah, because it'll stack on you. So it's kind of annoying. It just happens. But the best you could really do is just go to the side and try not to line up with any players. So if I see people in front or to the right, I'll go to the left, for example. Alright, let's make a party for everybody here. So we'll say Ziggy TTF. Password is lowercase king as per the game standard. And game created. So yeah, I definitely want to go over quests like TTF. There's some movement I haven't done correctly, and I need to learn how to do it. It is possible to dodge the ricocheting laser attack from falls. I've seen it done twice since I've been playing. Like, just literally twice. So, like, I know it's possible. It's just, I don't ever see people normally do it. There's some kind of angle you could go. It's like not quite 45 degrees, it's like 30 degrees. And that movement will actually dodge every ricochet. But you have to be standing at like a specific point and you have to walk to a specific point. So something like it's hard to do or repeat without it. Notice this is a red ring. Ooh, what's this? Pretty nice. Oh, we got a rum marl? Nice, nice. Well, that's gonna make our life easy. Listen, chat, the more rangers we have, the easier it gets. That's the PSO philosophy. It's like having trouble with episode 4, not enough rangers. Problem solved, just play more rangers. Of course, we have the Hoodoo roll with big Excalibur damage. So enjoy that ATP. Oh, I used the sacrifice before the shifter. Small misplay for me. Ah, Baran's launcher. That's a classic. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the crowd. Oh, mine material? Actually, I kind of want that. I'm doing my box check, chat. You have no idea. I craved the box check there. I don't think it could drop photons, but sometimes I get interesting items from that. Anyway, back to Spread Needle, my lord and savior. Just, I had enough of charge arms. I tried it out. I mean, I'll probably use charge arms on the Sinnoh. I do like that a bit more. I don't have to walk as much to position for Spread Needle, which is probably more useful. But... Thank you, Spread Needle. Just gonna let the dragon clip into the camera. That's how you know you're doing it right. So I'm still getting a decent-ish amount of experience. I sadly consumed a lot of HP materials, so I think I'm gonna hit the health total I'm not gonna like soon. I almost feel like requesting the ability to reset HP materials. I want to use probably like only 20 on this character. Like, I think a non-zero number would work and still put me at the thresholds, but I think 125 is too much. Like, once you're past 1,000 health, you just want to go to 1,400 as soon as possible. And then once you're at 1,400, you basically never want to get any more health. It's like, because once you start getting, like, I'm getting close to where I start getting destroyed. So we'll see what happens. Oh, you know what? I could put a nice little happy fire trap down for our lily friends, the slimes. There we go. Nice little kill here. Chat could go on without me. It's fine. I'm just killing lilies. I'm fishing for photons. So anyway, my gameplay will be predominantly in this room. Chat is more than welcome to actually complete the quest. I'm going for the Nano Dragon here. I'm not leaving until I get the red sword check. Ooh, that damage though. Okay, that was pretty good with the freeze trap. Red sword. Oh, I missed. It's fine. Chat says there we go. I unfortunately did not get what I needed there. See that? I can even assist the final room. I can pretend like I'm a good player. I didn't see anybody telepipe, so I might as well just walk it out. I wasn't sure if anybody did. Oh, it's up. Never mind. Bad player. Blame me. I couldn't tell, but I guess I'll do drive-by traps on the slimes, I guess. Fishing for photons again. So let's see, who won the lottery today? I won the lottery again, as did, I believe that is Gray. So both of us could just ignore whatever the boss is doing. Nice debuff. I'm gonna move slightly further away from our ranger friend, in case, yep, I had a feeling I would get targeted. See that rest of spam. Poor boss. Actually, I was gonna say, if I didn't restock moons, I was gonna go pick that up. Thank you, mapitem.txt, for giving me everything I needed. Put down a confused trap or two here. Let's make them all happy to see each other. Oh, you're gonna laser me. That was rude. Yeah, see, I can't get knocked down by laser anymore, by the way, chat. So if a wall of those things shoot me, it's basically GG. Mines is now the scariest dungeon in the game. I could just die to their wall of lasers. There's nothing I can really do about that. So that's the scary part of going beyond 1600 health. Chat was curious. It's a dangerous territory you never want to be in. But hey, I still use this character for TTF, so it's fine. I might consider remaking this character without the HP material, or is this it before? Seeing if they'll agree to a request just to remove materials. Because you could do it currently for the other stats, just not HP. I'm honestly contemplating it, just so I could go back to like 1500 health. That actually feels so good. I would hit certain thresholds when getting struck by the bosses. So I'd actually get like the invincibility for 10%. Nice. Ooh, I aim kind of weird there. Is that a high level Negat or a low level Negat? Oh, it's level 20, never mind. Sometimes the item reader can overlap with the character stuff, so I might move it slightly so that doesn't happen in the future. Nice. Chat's going on a killing spree over there. Good job, chat. Put my little happy spread needle. Thank you for the buff. So I'm closest to the screen, and I also have higher ATP, so I'm just gonna focus on the stun lock. If we get the 3 monitor pattern, it shouldn't attack us at all. Yeah, that's also why I like to make the game, because then I don't have to worry about other people for stun locking. I'm like, listen, I got spread needle, no worries. Okay, we're gonna get the 3 monitor pattern. Nice. So it should not get an attack. It'll try, but it shouldn't. Yeah, there we go. But access denied. Easy fight. Yeah, I don't know why that boss is programmed so differently compared to other enemies in the game. Like, for the longest period of time, like, when I was using, like, a Foe or Gazond on it to trigger the boss strikes without targeting a monitor specifically, I used to think it would just be based off of MST, because, you know, you're a force and you're using techniques. But no, the game is like, I'm just gonna check your ATP even though you're a force. I don't know why. But anyway, the more screens it hits, the more damage it deals. So, Spread Needle hits as many as it needs to. Also, chat, I picked up 2 of my favorite items. So, I think I'm good for falls now. Ooh, chat started that without a freeze. That's a bit unfortunate. That's okay. I'll go course correct that real fast. Alright, let's try this again without messing up. Okay, we'll do the safe clear again, since I messed up the standard clear. Oh. Nah, we'll do standard clear. I thought about it. It's probably okay. I'm gonna regen a little bit of health while waiting for people to line up with me. It's probably good enough. Bye, Arlen. The great escape is the army of people try to flee the giant hands. Switch back to Heaven Striker for the sniper range. Invincibility on everybody but one person, unfortunate. So good luck, Amadeus. Run around in circles, we got you. I was gonna say, if you weren't convinced the game wasn't Ranger-centric, just show somebody falls. Just be like, go ahead, melee in this phase, or any of the other phases. See what happens. You are now. Yeah, without a pistol, there's not really much you can do here. Everything else is just too slow. Like, Diska is just way too risky. Do not recommend. You don't, like, have high enough, like, Gafoe to really deal with this. I guess maybe if you use the claw weapon, maybe you could actually just Foe. Maybe that would be the one time I could say I would use Nay's Claw, would be Hudurl, if I didn't have Last Swan. Which is much easier to get than Nay's Claw and of those kinds of weapons. Either for the Gafoe boost or the single target. Character's been good for grouping with people. Yeah, it's fairly solid in the sense, like, from the standpoint that if you don't have a true force, like, your character covers all the bases and has, like, good ATP. But the problem you're probably hitting is, again, like, just accuracy. You're not able to use, like, your special attacks consistently. Unless you have a lot of heavenly arms, in which case, the blessing is upon you. Yeah, we're gonna go to the side to dodge. Nice try, Falls. So yeah, I think the little tricks you could do to make that particular attack less awful is if you're in the pause menu, as I said before, even if it's fire or ice, you can preempt a frame 1 heal. So that way, even if you're knocked down, you can leave it on the heal and it'll activate within 1 frame of you standing. But more importantly, it also means you can't target anything if you're in a menu. So, for example, when the spinners first pop up, if you don't have the pause menu up, more often than not, when you're trying to dodge them, it's going to hit you. Should the low ATAs just have high hit? I mean, it's not technically wrong. Oh, we're going to go good phase. Okay, that was pretty good. I would Mag Blast, but it would be a waste of time. This boss is basically dead. Come down and die for me, Falls. Thank you. Oh, invincibility on that portion. Unlucky. Well, good luck, Pesty. I mean, I'm not gonna power attack. I know things like Last Swan will kill you instantly, so I'd rather do it in slower bursts. Oh no. I gotta revive the other player. Try to hold off a murder, chat. So one thing I will recommend, though, when you get to that phase, just move if the soul link is maintained. Hopefully we won't have to do another phase. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was looking like a 13-minute. I think it's gonna be like 14 something now. I mean, it's still sub 15. I'm happy with it, but gotta be careful. But yeah, once the Soul Link is there, it will do the Megan attacks. As long as you're moving, it shouldn't hit you, and as long as you're not too close to another player, you can't accidentally walk into it. If somebody dies, like let's say you kill them in the Soul Link, it'll do the bouncy shot instead. And as I learned before, apparently you can make falls skip phases if it kills with the bouncy shot, which is confusing. Whenever that happens, that one throws me off the most. Like, it'll skip the melee strike and stuff like that. It'll just go to the next phase. Somebody has a server announcement. Oh yeah, I don't understand. I'm gonna go with I don't understand, but sure, GM. Just sure. So yeah, pretty solid run overall. Basically, like as I said before, the goal in any run, because there's always gonna be minor issues. You don't have shifted D-band 20. Hold on. No. Hold on. We're checking our bank right now. Do I have 20s for you? I probably have 20s. I don't know if they're on this character specifically, given that I'm a cast, but we're like, no. There's D-band 20. Go take this. That's step one. I left it near the bank. I'm sure I have shifted 20 somewhere. It's just not on this physical character. But that'll be a step in the right direction. I want to make sure that you're buffing your friends to the most that you could get. I don't see a shift in here. I have like a lot of 30s. If you need a Refoe, I could give it. I'll put these away at some point. Everything else. Oh, okay. You can get back the D-band then. And I will give you a random level 20. Just like sometimes useful, question mark. But yeah, let me check some other characters. Who would have 20s? Does my Romar have spare ranger attacks? I'm contemplating, chat. I'm gonna hand in the quest, do a quick look for Amadeus here, and then we'll proceed. So I'll need like 3 minutes. So we're gonna check our C-Bank 1. So we're gonna take advantage of another element of the item reader here. So I don't need to make a game to see my character bank. I can just take a look. I should have 20s. That's usually not an issue. I just don't know who has it. So we'll start with my Ramar, and we'll work our way down the list. Someone has it, chat. I refuse to believe I have not hoarded ranger techniques. I don't believe it. Did you need...
Perfect mayhem!
Welcome, B-Rex. Thank you for the raid. Did you need a Gafoe 20 or a Gazan 20? Hopefully you're doing well, B-Rex. I saw you were playing, what was it, Xenoblade? Got one more run in you. Okay, we'll just start in a little bit. I just want to check for this. Sorry for the delay. PSO, but not single player. I mean, that's possibly an accurate statement. You're good on those? Okay. Given the screenshots you've seen of it. Probably. I mean, PSO definitely inspired a big amount of generation of games. I do think some of the mechanics and stuff I see in, like, Monster Hunter are definitely from the mechanics from this game, of like the party size and the types of monsters. Obviously, you know, they have different weapons and stuff like that, but definitely popularized the format. Let's take a look. Does this character not have any techniques? Wow. How did that happen? No techniques at all. Next character. We're gonna go through the roster, chat. I'll find it. But welcome, Raiders. Hope you're doing well. We are looking for an upgrade for one of the people that is playing with us in a common run known as Towards the Future. And I have a lot of characters. So I'm doing a quick bank check. So rather than going into a game, I have an add-on that just tells me what I have. Otherwise, I'd have to memorize like 3,000 something items, and I prefer not to. We'll go with I prefer not to. Wow, this character also doesn't have anything? Oh, well, there's all the parts of Baran's. I guess that answers that question. Okay, so let's switch to... We'll switch to a completely different character bank. So I'm going to log out again. I was going to say, are there any beginner rangers out there that need the Baran's launcher? I wouldn't even be upset if I used one of those. I just gave it away. So come on, level 20 techniques. Okay, if I don't see it in this character, you'll need to slap some hit on mine. Oh, you're using it without hit? Ooh, that's dangerous. Oh, did my reader crash? Oh no. Item back, reader. Did you not like me doing that? Reload, thank you. It didn't like it, chat. Wow, this character also has no techniques. Well, there's the ad slots. Entire life is nothing but danger. I guess because I closed out too many times, I confused the item reader. Poor item reader. It's like, how are you cycling through so many character banks? So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to hold up everybody, I have a lot of characters. We'll go through the last 3. If I don't see it, I'll do a rain check for it. But I'm doing an honest attempt at finding it, because I know it's not in my share bank. Wow, this poor item reader really is just like dying now. Can't handle it. Oh, I have a Heavenly Arms on this character? Wait a minute. It's on 20. Nope. I mean, I apparently have one more Heavenly Arms than I remembered. I'm gonna have to get that later, but not right now. I mean, if nothing else, I was wondering what happened to my other Heavenly Arms. It's on my Force of all characters. I guess I must have been trying out like custom guns, and that's what happened. Because I'm trying to think like why I would ever want the Heavenly Arms on a Force. I don't even use it for like Bringer's Arm. I just don't care. I just bring in a 50-hit Bringer's Arm. So I think that's what happened. Alright, so 2 more characters and we'll move on. Oops, reload. There's an Astron Bill. Shift Jellin D-Band. Sounds like a bingo. So I'm gonna make a game with Amadeus real quick. I was gonna say somebody had level 20s. Somebody in my massive character roster has it. Just had to figure out who was hoarding it. I could sort my inventory more, but I think I need another like character bank. So feel free to join Amadeus. I'm gonna look where it is in this massive list. We're gonna close this. I don't need this. Close this. So probably Jellin, Shift, Resta should cover you. And make sure you have Gazond. That one's like sometimes useful. You know what I wasn't seeing in there? I think somebody was requesting for level 30 Shifta. I could not find a level 30 Shifta. I think I actually don't have any more. I think I made enough forces that I actually burned them all out. I had like 28 Shifta, but it's kind of like whatever. So come join Amadeus. I'm assuming I didn't make this single player. If I did, just let me know. Then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled boss kill. It's like Ziggy Tech. I usually put my name in the room. dance around in circles. There we go. So I'm assuming you need some of these. Put them near the quest counter. I'm the best. Thank you for that. Actually, you know what? I think if you're outside, I'll just move the items. There you go. Should make your life a bit easier. Helping everybody. I mean, I've been through the struggle with characters. Don't need the rest though. Nice. Or Rafoe, that's fair. I'll deal with the equipment later. Anyway, back to boss murder. I mean, like, technically I could TTF with green ID. I just prefer not to. So, let's bring in a killer robot. You know, as you do, chat. I mean, what better way to kill the boss than with a robot? Oops. Stupid chat. I keep doing that. I'm sure people are like, what are you doing? It's my controller will input keys, so if I lean too much, it'll happen. So we'll do TTF. Password is our standard king, and go. All the extra PDs you passed got a V101. Oh, nice. I wasn't sure. Yeah, because you mentioned you'd gotten it before. I wasn't sure if you traded for it. Uh-oh. Did it crash? I was going to say, yeah, I think it crashed. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I gave Amadeus some photon drops. Because I've been giving just a small amount. Not like a huge amount, but just enough for people to get some rares they're looking for. So Amadeus, if you want a couple photon drops, give me a second. I'm looking to thin the number I have regardless. You got 10? Oh, you need so much more. like trust me. You're gonna need a couple. We'll give you at least 2. I mean, like, the good units are like 20 plus. Excalibur with like mediocre hit is like 8. Yeah, there's never enough for sure. Oh, can I not do that in here? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, come over here, receive 2 photon drops, and we'll move on. I forgot I can't trade while I'm in there. There you go. So let's see, we'll do another VR. Yeah, maybe you'll pick up something nice for 1 or 2 photon drops. Sometimes even just like a good alternate rare will go towards it. Or if you want to go for, as I said before, Last Swan, that's going to be at least 8. It never comes with percentages. If you have photon crystals also, by the way, I'm not sure if you run anything in episode 4 with the people that you play with. But if you pick up photon crystals, you could do something called the black paper deal. I would double check on the Ephinea site the exact difficulty. Okay, you've got 7, that's not a bad amount. So if you're not looking to use it for upgrading, for example, a Baran's launcher or another enemy part weapon, I would recommend giving it a shot. It could also give you rares, I think. Again, it's been a while since I did it, but I believe in the same difficulty that you would choose Last Swan. You could even get things like Centurion ability, which are decent when you're starting off. Giving 35 to all stats instead of 20 from God ability is actually kind of nice. That's how I ended up with my Centurion abilities. I just did a couple of runs of those. If you will then want to, for example, let's say you're playing the Hugh Newell, there's one additional gun you can get specific to... I think the Hugh Newell can use it. Specific to females. And that is the... Actually, I don't think they can. Maybe only Duke-Casil can use it. Never mind. I was going to say the dual birds. You could find Master Raven plus last one. But I think actually not enough ATA, if I remember correctly, for the Hunu rule. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I feel like she's just like a couple shy or something weird, and that's why she can't use it. But Last Swan is still pretty good. It'll probably be like your range damage of choice. I'm not a big fan of Vulcan, unless I'm playing like with really specific people. Like Charge Vulcan's fine, but I'm talking also like Berserk Vulcan, which is normally what you get with the rare Vulcans. Nice. Nice photon drop. Speaking of which, I didn't restock my moons. I could have gone back and picked that up, but it's fine. So from that perspective, what would I recommend on the Hunu rule? I would say if your accuracy is not close to cap and you don't have Heavenly Arms, 2 photon drops would get you a Heavenly Arm. And that is a pretty good long-term investment if you want to level, for example, a Ranger, or even something like a Hugh Cast. Basically, I don't think there's a character it's not good on except for a Force. At least starting out anyway. Oh, I'm going for my red sword check. Don't worry, chat. You don't have to go for my non-meta way of playing TTF. I've just been dying for another one. Come on, red sword. One day you'll drop for me. Oh well. Anyway, on to the next ring. Yeah, equipment is also pretty expensive for the Force. I know I lost at least like 150 to 200 photon drops, making things like Magical Piece or some of the female-only items. So that was a little brutal. So rest in peace those early ones to get Magical Piece, which sadly I don't really use that much anymore. Like the first year or two that I played, it was incredibly useful, and in some runs I still use it, but I now live the Rafoi life. 2023 for me is the Rafoi life. I have definitely used more Rafoi than Gafoi this year so far. There's some quests I don't even Gafoi anymore. I'm just gonna believe in the Rafoi. Oh well. Do I have a telepipe is the question. My bad, I didn't see the chat kill him. My bad. I saw the group of 3, but I guess because it was so delayed. When I saw the group of 3, I was expecting another wave. But I guess because people were helping move the other room, it made this spawns a bit unusual. Speaking of which, I gotta restock my telepipes. I'm actually getting kind of low. I only do that like every 4 runs or so. I mean, at least the worm boss gave me LNK today. So that's more than pretty much ever. I almost never get that boss rare, even though it is useful for me. I'm not too far off from leveling, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play at least to the point that I level. And then I'll see how I feel at that point. Force to no red. Rest in peace. Yes, for me it's getting a little past 1 AM, so I want to make sure I go to sleep at some point, question mark. Although I did sleep earlier to some extent. Work has been crazy. But it is what it is. This should be fun. Are you starting a new job tomorrow? Congratulations. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Ooh, that's kind of a weird shot. Let's try that again. I'm trying to think if I ever got a V101 from these enemies or not before. Maybe literally once. I sadly think I've gotten more V101 from Gamble than I have from actual monster hunts. I suppose we'll see if I get the good pattern or not. Will we get 2 monitors or 3 monitors? If it's 2, we're gonna take damage. I'll try really hard to maybe manipulate it to not give us 2 monitors. So if I shoot fast enough, maybe this will work. Red ring, nice. Hopefully we'll be seeing a ticker for the party at some point. Bad pattern. Unfortunate. It happens sometimes, chat. Sometimes the boss just doesn't want you to have 3 monitors. Oh well, it should die on this one at least. This is where I'm thinking if I level up my raw cast, I might be able to do that with only 2 monitors. So at some point, I'll need help leveling that character. It's not like they're weak. They got at least like 1,200 ATP. It's just more they don't have the health to survive falls. They have a little bit of a struggle. They're also yellow ID, which is kind of eh. Honestly, I might just re-roll every character that is not a forest to just be like Viridian. I might just have to tell myself the honest truth of I'm not gonna do ruins runs anymore. It's just not gonna happen. Like early on when I played, I would do a lot of like the endless nightmares and stuff like that. But now I'm just like, no, I really don't want to. I'll still play like Terrells though. I have a lot of fun with Terrells. Pop some boxes so I don't target them by accident. Thread the needle, I don't hit the orbs. Nothing of interest over there. I'm gonna wait a little bit for the chat. That way they don't just get bodied instantly by the Belra. There we go. Waited a little bit. Oh no. The hands, they are throwing them. Come on, invincibility. Oh, I jinxed it. I was doing pretty well with invincibility there. So close. Oh well, I guess I might have to maybe look at the screen while playing. What a shame, chat. I mean, I'm still gonna do the strategy of line up with one of the rows. Get an early insta-kill like this. Ooh, too far for the last one. I sniped every single one but the one next to me. Nice. Thank you, auto aim. There are so many spinners on the screen. Get away from me. There's one at like the far end. We sniped them. We're missing a couple in the cycles. I mean, it shouldn't make a big difference, but... there we go. We killed them all in the cycle. That feels like a good rhythm. Just normal power special until that boss is deleted. What a satisfying rhythm. I get to play the delete the boss game. Oh, I got damage on the boss. And bad pattern. I'm gonna pause. Got frozen, but I'm jiggling out. I didn't wait for the freeze, so I got out of there instantly. Wow, I got unlucky. Dad, did you see how much health I died with, by the way? Balls is nonsense sometimes. Unfortunately, that means I don't have shift anymore. I gotta be careful here. I have to wait for somebody to buff. I'll do some damage in the meantime. Oh, I got buffed, nice. Put a star atomizer on. Just full heal the party. Look at that, chat. I did it as a non-force. Oh yeah, that time I didn't take 1,500 damage and die. Funny thing, that, chat. Okay, revived everybody. I actually did the AoE heal as a cast. Chat should be proud of me. do you know how rare I heal other people as the cast? I think that might be the first time in quite some time. Might be the first time of the year. It saves a lot of time. Okay, healed myself just enough to not die. That's all that matters. Ooh, big damage. I gave myself mag invincibility, which is nice. I dare the boss to target me. Joke's on you, Falls. I'm invincible. And I'm also immune to this due to invincibility. Oh, came down, immortal. That's unfortunate. Yeah, have your laugh, Falls. Haha, soul link me. Like, you got me, Falls. Rest in peace, me. Ooh, almost got the kill. Well, I might as well just block again. Who cares? Oh, went for one of our other players that time. They went for the double soul link back to back. That felt kind of rude, Dark Falls. Okay, one more red ring chance for Pesty. Let's see if we get it. The moment of truth. Will we get the banner? So it looks like I'm in for at least one more run. Sub 15. And that's with me, like, not realizing the other room is cleared, so I'm happy with that. I'll go back to my dragon hunt. Wow, 648 base defense. I think I'm at like 648 total defense with the Fodu roll. That's after deband. Oh no. So thank you for joining us, Pesty. Glad we can give you some chances at Red Ring. Unfortunately, we can't give you another Red Ring. So I'm willing to still keep going, so whoever wants to do at least one more run. I think we're good. And then this will level this character. I have like 4 escape dolls. What am I doing in terms of materials, by the way? I'm up to 4 in my material, but I put 99 away, so I think I'm at 103. 81 power, 44 luck, 82 defense. It's not bad. I'm pretty sure there's somebody with like 99 evade, so I probably have like several hundred. He dropped a spirit weapon. I don't feel like teching it, so I'm gonna leave it there. Rest in peace, the weapon. You've been abandoned. So I'm gonna do this because I want money. Nice. Money attained. So 126,000 XP a run without the 50% bonus means that this should level me. Oh, we're just ending on even beats. I was gonna say, if it was entering another even beat, I would have played to one more Raw Marl game. So I'll make another one. I'll put like gibberish in the end so people can find it easier. Game has been created. I'll go restock while I'm waiting for people to come in. 50 a charge arm. That's it's not bad. Oh no, the crash. Yeah, I wonder what causes that when people join the game. I wanna maybe do some research on your behalf, why it happens like that. I was gonna say, Amadeus, you're not slowing us down, it's fine. I'm like, trust me, the fact that you're even doing any damage to the boss means it's faster than if you weren't here. The only thing I would say is, Amadeus, I'm gonna resolve one of the problems. When you come over near the bank, there's one thing you could do in order to make sure that the runs go quicker regardless. I'm gonna give you a little gift. It might be a million scape dolls. There we go. That should get you started. Oops. I was too close to the bank. You don't think this is enough? Okay, we'll come over here. I mean, I'm telling you, I collect them for a reason. That should be good enough. Go put them in your character bag. They'll have a nice little happy home. Why is my airframe filling up with scape dolls? It's usually me. There's only a couple characters I have that don't have a lot of scape dolls. It's the people I don't normally do either Terrells with or their brand new character. Otherwise, like, my tried and true forces have like, out of 200 slots in a bank, I might have 120 scape dolls. So that way, you know, if you're able to get revived without us needing to moon atomizer you, there's literally 0 time loss. So if you feel guilty about it, just go, that's what scape dolls are for. So I run quests just to get them. Terrells gives you, I think, guaranteed 2, but usually it always gives 3. It might give guaranteed 3. And if you run solo TTF cleanly, it should always give you a scape doll. So for me grinding out Red Ring, I just end up with like 1 million of them. But trust me, any even if you just walk in the room and you pull the enemies towards you, I would not underestimate how useful that is when we're playing characters like Rangers. To just not have the focus on us is already amazing. As I said before, you could have been literally level 80 with no equipment, and you would probably still aid in whether or not you realize it. Even if it's something like just us not getting punched by the Build-A-Bear there. It does add up. But I think your damage is decent. You know, you're not using, like, common weapons for the most part. You got, like, actual, like, legit items. So I wouldn't disparage yourself on that. You think it'd be worth to make, like, a tank character? I don't think you need to do that per se. So, like I was saying before, if you want to try Romarl, you could go for the Heaven Striker kind of thing. A really popular alternative for Rangers is the Rawcast. They are super tanky, but also are just ridiculous. The downside is they have, I'm gonna say harder to attain items. I'm not saying that it's impossible or they don't exist, but getting a Yashminikov with actual stats on it can be kind of annoying. And that's like their common, it's a sniper range Vulcan if you're not aware. It's not my most favorite farm. It requires going to episode 4, which is not super easy for Rangers. Unless you're the Romarl, then you live the privileged life apparently. But yeah, everything else they kind of excel at. Things like traps are also incredibly useful regardless of your level. So if you even bring in like a level 80, it could even be a Who cast. You could bring in any kind of cast. If you put freeze traps down and confuse traps, any kind of crowd control is generally pretty welcome. Some of the high-end stuff I would say with the Rangers would just be, you know, it depends on the quest. I would say for the most part, we would... Oh, did that not summon? What? I walked into the room. Did I, like, take one step not far enough? Weird. I'm like... Yeah, I was gonna say, I revealed it on the map. I guess I just didn't take one more step. That was unfortunate. Anyway, back to killing the lilies. So anyway, so the casts basically end up being really good at the crowd control in, like, pretty much throughout without reliance on the weapons. They also like the Rawcast a lot because he just has so much ATP. The downside is he's a little less accurate, so sometimes he plays the gamble roulette when it comes to landing some specials, which can be kind of annoying for some bosses. That's why I just prefer the Rocket Seal comparatively. I do a similar job. When raw ATP is required, it's not as good, of course. But when I'm just looking for utility, I'll use the Rocket Seal. Ooh, unlucky. The nice thing about Rangers is that if you have any kind of power mag, it makes you basically auto-delete them if you're playing Romarl or Rocket Seal. Ooh, Soul Atomizer, I'll leave that behind. I heard the doors open. This time I can see the enemy die. I will telepipe back. There we go. But yeah, I just feel like in general, I think Rangers are a great first and second character. They can kind of do whatever episode you want, honestly. Except for maybe episode 4. With a group, they're fine in episode 4, but episode 4 is kind of like, if you don't have a force, big oof. Some of those enemies do a lot of damage. And Gapoe stacking saves so much time. The only thing I would say is that maybe instead of a Girasol, if you have a solid partisan weapon... Oh, boss died. If you have a solid partisan weapon, I think that would generally be preferred. for the boss. Goodbye, Worm Boss. The reason being that, like, the partisan will hit 5 times per swing, potentially, or at worst, like, 4. And so it should outpace even, like, the Girasol. Unless the Girasol is, like, crazy statted. You have a store-bought partisan with 35 hit? That's probably okay. I mean, it just... As long as you can hit with it, it's fine. Now, there are some exceptions to the rule. If your ATP is too low, you still use store-bought because they've hit. I mean, that's fair. I mean, some people do quests to do 50 hit weapons. I just burn stuff during, like, Easter. So you'll get some chances to get some interesting items for sure. I mean, the dream would be having, like, the 50-hit Jaya, and then you just, like, normal, special, and you just kill the Worm Boss almost instantly at the cost of, like, several 100,000 Meseta. I mean, technically, if you just wanted that weapon with no hit, I'm pretty sure I have a spare. That enemy trolled me. Hello, wall of enemies. Oh, is that a red sword? Or just a caliber? Red sword's kind of sick. I'm gonna save the escape goal. Red sword is fun. I think, I guess when I go to talk about, like, the different classes in more details, I do want to draw out that there are weapons with Berserk that are better than Red Sword, but if you can't get those, Red Sword's pretty nice. The raw ATP can help. Ooh, speaking of raw damage, goodbye. Do the classic freeze the enemy, believe in the chat's DPS. Put one confused trap down, that should dissuade them. They might even kill each other as we rebuff. I mean, otherwise, I think the other option for the boss very clearly would just be Excalibur. Is Excalibur broken? So maybe we'll have to do some episode 4 runs. I guess that might... I guess next time there's an XP up, I guess I could make a Sky Force just to get people Excalibur. You don't know what Excalibur does? So imagine... Oop. I got distracted. I dropped, my bad. So, when it comes to Excalibur, basically what it'll do... Oops, it's like glitching on my screen. What is it doing? There we go. When it comes to Excalibur, it's an 800 plus ATP weapon, and it is ridiculously good. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna blame being tired on that one. I just dropped the button press. Come on. Go to the finish line. There we go. I'm definitely last run. I'm feeling the fatigue. But essentially, instead of just hitting one target with a saber animation, which is generally the preferred male animation when it comes to the weapons, it will hit up to 3 targets. So instead of being able to do, for example, 1,000 damage per power or berserk special, it's going to do that to 3 targets. So not only is it good against small groups, like you might recall in the TTF room how there's the 3 people clumped close together, you could just Excalibur all of them and they just explode. On top of scenarios like that, it also means that when you fight things like the worm boss, you can hit multiple components of it. It also allows you to hit multiple components of the Volt Op if you're positioned correctly. So you potentially deal upwards of 2,000 plus damage every swing, which is very hard for any weapon to compete. And that's assuming no percentages, no crits. Like, the weapon damage is just so high. The best part is if you do decide to make a force, most forces can use it for some reason. So, yay, balanced weapon. Very balanced. Okay, let's get rid of some boxes while we're waiting. Lined it up and got the kill. Yeah, it's incredibly good. People will usually ask upwards of 8 photon drops. I've seen, I think, one for 35 hit, I think, recently that was selling for like 200 photon drops. To give you an idea of how good that weapon is, the auction prices for it can go really bonkers if it's got any hit percentage. So we might do runs for more Excaliburs. The downside to that weapon is that if you're trying to search it in the drop table, you have to search Lame to Argent, and you have to grind to unlock it. And a lot of people don't want to do that, which I don't blame them. So fortunately, if you have something like the Hue New World, you can actually just equip it and get kills with it through casual play, especially if you're helping new players. You can just kind of put it on and you'll gradually unlock it. Or you can abuse Beyond the Horizon, which is another quest that we do. So speaking of which, when we come into another XP week, if there's ults you want help leveling, I would just, if you're not already in the Discord, I would just make a message saying like, oh, we're looking to level some new characters, and we'll help out with that. I'm not really excited to do like ultimate level XP ups. I'd rather that just be used for like character ults. Because having more section ID variety, I think, is more useful overall than having just like one really strong character. Like, we'll all get strong enough via level eventually. I think it's more important when we get coverage. So for example, if we're looking to get certain rares, having like a level 150 character versus having like a 130 but a level 80 as a backup, kind of prefer the level 80 if it means the good section ID. So anyway, that's my philosophy when it comes to those things anyway. I'm gonna go for normal special berserk. Yeah, a lot of the times, I mean, I guess it just depends on what episode you want to focus on. So like if you really just want to clear episode 4, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, Fo Newman, we can help you get started with that to some extent. We can pretty much free carry you. If you spend some time to get a full mind mag and 150 mind material, it makes the game much easier as Fo Newman. So, I kid you not, it has happened on stream multiple times. We have taken a force from level 1 all the way to 80 in under 4 hours with the XP event up. That's how broken their leveling is. It's broken. There's no other character in the game that can level like that, I'm pretty sure. Their damage, it cannot be underestimated. Oh nice, I have invincibility. That's convenient. Oh, how convenient. The boss decided to not do anything and just let me punish it. Thank you, Dark Falls. I like the back-to-back risers. So, yeah. I mean, forces are almost always, if you make a game in TTF, someone will almost always join. Because they're just like, oh, I just want a force, and I'm playing a cast. So, more often than not, there's more, you know, rangers and hunters than there are forces. Given that there could be upwards of 3 of a combination of hunter rangers per game, but only 1 force. So if you end up making the game, then it's just like, oh, you can just get anybody you want. That's kind of another plus side to being the force. Ooh, I missed some shots there. That's fine. We get another good cycle. I'd rather get this than the Soul Link phase, honestly. Ooh, went towards our companion there. Ooh, almost dodged the whole thing. That was actually a pretty good dodge attempt. Again, I've only seen a couple of people actually dodge to the end. If it weren't for the bounces, like in lower difficulties, that attack doesn't bounce. It's much easier to deal with, but in ultimate, it does whatever it wants. Ooh, short cycle. Unfortunate. Going for me. Okay. Interesting strategy. You better have invincibility on the way... Oh, I was gonna say, if you don't have invincibility on the way down, I'm gonna straight up kill you. Yeah, let's go revive our companion. Oh, we got cheated with another short cycle? Okay, that was not worth it. If I thought I was gonna get double short cycle, I would have just waited. Unfortunate. Oh, and an invincibility again? Wow, that is actually the worst. Okay, I'll shoot a bit slower. I'm not gonna take the blame on that one. I didn't even power attack. I did it real calm. Okay, no matter what, this boss should die next time. So, super, super bad final phase. Been a while since I've seen a final phase this bad, where we got back-to-back short cycles. And invincibility again on this phase. Are you serious? Get out of here. Get out of here, Falls. What was that? 3 invincibility on landing again. So bad. It blessed us with like good roulette RNG, but that was super bad RNG on the final phase. Been a while since I've seen it like that. Okay, at least this should level me. That'll be my consolation prize for presumably not receiving red rank. Nice level. 3 defense. Okay. Maybe I have enough health to survive ice attack. You appreciate the hard carries. I mean, you're getting there. I think what like hunters need in order to kind of deal with falls is just really solid mech guns, and then maybe less Swan to compensate for other phases. Because hitting with mech guns is actually really annoying on falls. I've been there, and I'm like, thankfully I have Last Swan, which outranges most mech guns. So I could just hit the boss when it's full arena. Wow, it really dropped nothing. You know what? I was gonna pick it up and sell. Well, I guess I can still sell it. That I don't want to sell. Not worth the time to identify. It dropped 1 armor, that's it? Oof, didn't even pick it up. Brutal. But anyway, I think that went okay. I was a little tuned out, so I cost time on the mine boss. But otherwise, I think it was fun. I bought Monomate. Why'd I do that? I'm never using it in a TTF run. I'm like, I die mate, try mate, or bust. The only time I'm Monomate is if I'm trying to get like just enough health for the laser attack to put myself back at 10%. I might put away the charge arm here for now. I'll think about it. How we doing in terms of items? Not seeing anything too crazy. Contemplating. Do I feel like doing one more, despite saying that was my last one? I'm gauging fatigue levels. I guess if I were to do this again, should I switch characters? That's what I'm thinking about. What character would I swap into, though? One more, it's safe. I'll just stick to this character. I'll do one more for the channel. easy clear. It's all the way back down to 0% to the next level. Brutal. On the plus side, leveling this character has been going pretty fast, but again, I think that's just called Ranger privilege. It just... I feel like it takes no time to level this character in, like, any point of the game. Because they could just TTF so easy. Now my question is... Ooh, I got that adept on. What was somebody max accuracy? 215 compared to 231. So I still need 16 accuracy total. Yeah, it's still probably worth keeping the adept. 16% is a big difference. Okay, I think I got it. I was like rotating the control stick and she just blocked me that whole time. Ridiculous. NPC, the most powerful character in the game. You can't tell me otherwise. No matter what her equipment is, just she just wins every time. It's GG, it's over. The only other thing I can think of is instead of the Girasol, if you wanted, I think, a stronger female option, maybe the Vivian would be good. That's like one of the only times I would consider doing episode 2 is for Vivian runs. Usually that requires white or pink ID. It's just like a slightly more beneficial one. Yeah, it's the double saber. It also recovers TP, which is sometimes useful. It's super, super good on Komarl. But it's not bad on the other characters. Otherwise, I would say probably your biggest priority is just making sure you get Excalibur, because Excalibur is just so broken. There's only a couple of IDs that can get it. There's Pink in episode 2, versing the annoying Gibbons. Then you have in episode 4, Sky ID for regular Dorpon. Then you have Meridian, which should have, I think it's Dorpon Eclair. And then I want to say it's Orange ID, Rare Boss Kandryu. Just doing it off the top of my head. I might run episode 4 too much. So any one of those IDs would net you a super good weapon. I'd sometimes use Orange ID to get the cast armor. In mines, which is like, okay. It's okay. It's not like a game changer. It's just more like true late game optimization kind of thing. I think things like tried farming Kandryu so many times, but he never spawned. What I end up doing is, I guess if I'm just not looking for like a point of disaster kind of run for surface rares, I'll end up doing a massive attack episode 4E. That way I could go for the Saint Million option select. And just enjoy the Saint Million rare. Sometimes you get decent ones, like Red ID gets Heavenly Ability. Which again, if you're a new player and you're not playing with like level 190 plus characters, being able to have that extra defense and mind score and everything else is surprisingly useful. In particular, if you're going with the strategy of pumping 150 power, 150 mind into a character, then you could compensate not having crit chance, for example, with one of those, which is kind of nice. People will pay a decent amount for Centurion ability too. Like we're talking before how like Excalibur was worth about 8 PD just for a basic one. Centurion I've seen go above 5. I heard some people say 8, I think, on stream before. It's pretty nice. A good negotiation rare. Okay, I'm gonna do my red sword hunt right here. Come on, game, give me the rare. Oh, freeze trap went off too early. Awkward. I mean, I shouldn't get punished for this because I'm too close, but it's fine. Goodbye, Nano Dragon. One day, Red Sword. Trying to think if there's any other thing I recommend from the Hue New World. I guess I would just say between Excalibur. I mean, Daylight Scar is decent. So, like, your single target damage is fine, I think. It's just more like Hunters kind of struggle with bosses. Oh, I just decided to run because I went to the other room. This is fine. I'll kill some slimes. Random photon drops? Random photon drops? Nah, die fluid. I tried. Only die fluid, chat. Ooh, my buffs are not on. That's unfortunate. Well, time to take it in the face, I guess. There we go. Yeah, one other thing, as I said before, if you have like a spear weapon, you can hit the weak points of the body, because hitting the head is usually way too slow. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't hit with the full spread needle there. Rest in peace the damage. So just from like a boss clear strategy, Slicer's okay. I'm just trying to think, like, Hunters don't really have like super great things outside of Excalibur. Any Partisan is probably good. Notice sometimes the special attack. Oh, you were trying to use it on that. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, it could be a little janky. Honestly, if you're just looking for like a charged partisan, I think you could probably just put a request in the trading forum and probably get it for like literally one photon drop. It's not that expensive, honestly. Just don't settle for anything less than 50 hit and pay a photon drop. They're not that rare, I'll put it that way. But other than that, I think as a backup, I think I do just use Red Sword when I play my Hunters, now that I think about it. So if I can't get a charge weapon, a 0-hit Red Sword with just normal power is also fun enough. Its ATP is basically double the other weapons, so it's like sort of getting a charge attack, kind of. Well, goodbye, Kenabin. But I think from the standpoint of like where your strengths lie, I do feel like if you're just trying to level with the Hunter, I'm just gonna recommend Terrell's. If you're looking for more like solo or low group play, Hunters really excel when there's a lot of easy enemies that are like close to you. And something like Terrell's Ego is just like enemy flood the game. So you don't have to worry about like DPSing the dragon before it flies in the air. You don't have to worry about the worm boss. You don't have to worry about like locking Volt up down in order to get like a good kill. You just go through, kill a bazillion enemies, let the team carry you for the brief point you're in a boss, and then you're back to just using your slicers or your sword and just laughing at them because they can't, the enemies can't deal with a Hunter in that quest. So sometimes it is like very quest specific, because I know a lot of people run TTF, and I mean the obvious reason is you get red rank. But in terms of like general fun and I would say XP, I mean sometimes I do feel Terrell's outpaces. If you're not like ultra high level, it can be really brutal to go through falls without a completely like maxed out character. A little confused trap down for them. Nice. Alright, let's not drop the combo. I'm gonna focus a little bit, chat. I know it's late for me. It's almost 2 a.m. But we're gonna go for it. Gonna hold right and then just immediately shoot. Okay. Oh yeah, it's super late for me. I don't normally stream on this day, but I decided just because there are enough people playing PSO, I just hop on and play. I was bored. Oh, we got the 3 monitor cycle. Look at that, chat. I was rewarded for my concentration. Appreciate the runs. No worries. As I said before, otherwise I'd just be playing solo runs. Like the first year and a half, maybe 2 years of PSO, I did almost exclusively solo runs. It wasn't until like the end of the second year that I got people like Chris involved in like Ephinea, and then I basically only played with Chris. You know what the best part about that as a ranger is? I can still hit the boss and free you at the same time, so I don't really lose damage. I don't even care. It's like, whatever. Like, oh no, I do 200 less. Who cares? It is what it is. Oh, hey, chat. I got one of my favorite items again. What a drop. I know, Ranger Life. They're like, help people or kill boss. They're like, but why choose? You know, that claw hitting me a second time was very rude. That was very rude. If it was just one hit, that wouldn't have impacted the kill of that enemy. Okay, freeze trap, wait a second, move on. Oh, that one backed up slightly. That was weird. So we're gonna spread needle these things away real quick. I'm gonna concentrate to not miss. There we go. Mission accomplished. I hate aiming the pistol on the sorcerers. You have no idea, chat. I'm like, ugh. Every time. They're like not in a... They're in like a general area, but not a consistent area. So like every time I don't have like a good visual cue. I just have to feel it where it is. Yeah, we'll put down a telepipe. Oh, never mind. Beat the punch. But yeah, it just... I'm too familiar with the struggle with the Hugh New Rule. I do have to say, she did feel a lot better once I got to like 150 plus. I have like an adept to compensate for her accuracy instead of a heavenly arm. So instead of 25 accuracy, I get 20. It is kind of like what we'll call a luxury item on a Hugh New Rule. What it'll end up doing in addition that would benefit the Hugh New Rule, and why I also kind of think she's one of the few characters it might be considered quote-unquote mandatory. So in addition to the 20 accuracy with her terrible accuracy rates, she gets 6 to all resistances, which again would help you with falls. And then on top of that, it halves the TP rate of using anything that you have. That really helps with conserving TP when using spirit special weapons. So it does open up more gameplay with that character, which is kind of nice. Oh, I forgot to ask. Do you have a Kasami Bracer? You don't have to answer mid-boss fight, just answer me by the end. Kasami Bracer is a good way to get some good ATP. I think it's 35. And it gives really solid fire resist. You do not? Okay, we'll fix that. That hunt is kind of annoying to do. I just want to make sure I have one spare one for my characters, but I think I have one I could give away. So it gives really solid fire resistance, which isn't bad for falls. I'm just gonna shoot from here. I don't think it's worth less wanting. Darn, got punished. And you'll find that in the late game, ATP is kind of everything. But getting there is not bad. I don't think you could use it yet. I think the minimum level requirement is kind of high. It's like 150 or something weird. The only other armor I can think of that helps a lot with the Hugh New Rule quite a bit is something called the... Oh boy, I'm gonna butcher it because there's too many words in the name of the armor. It's like the Blue Violet Adoshi Nibidao, I think is the full title of the item. It's a drop from episode 4. It's an armor that essentially gives you Heavenly Battle for free. So you could free up another slot to basically double up on your accuracy, or that allows you to get away with now a Heavenly Resist or something to help you with bosses. So between that and the Adept, you could get 18 to all resistances before considering your equipment. So for me, once I was able to wear that armor, that's where I started having fun with the Hue New World, because I finally had 4 slots to just do whatever I wanted. So I like double dipped on Adept, so I got 12 to all resistances. Then I got another 12 to all resistances from Heavenly Resist. And then I think I just went for like a power unit or something. And I was like, what a luxury. I'm getting almost 40 accuracy just from equipment. Basically free spells, which is crazy for single player. So nice. Wow, another short cycle. Balls is deciding that we are going to be here to discuss, I guess, the Uniroll longer. But this kind of information I'm going to consolidate in a video sometime to figure out what people would find useful. In particular, like what runs you should do leveling a character. I'm not like the end-all be-all source for it, but I do feel like there are items for consideration that are pretty universal. Rest in peace, my buffs. Oh, I normal, special, and the boss went upwards. Really look forward to that. So yeah, just let me know what would be more useful for you in particular, because Falls operates however Falls wants. It can double hit, it's pretty BS. So yeah, I might do one where it's like leveling a hunter where I would recommend. Maybe I'll do it per class. I was thinking if I wanted like an overall video to do it, or how I wanted to handle it format-wise. So I'm definitely open to suggestions and what you would find more useful. Like, I've had these conversations with people on stream before, but I want to consolidate it a bit more. As soon as this boss comes down, I'm just gonna nuke it. Just come down. This time you don't have invincibility and you don't knock me down. So perish. I guess that's the upside of having a lot of health and okay light resistance. Grant's not knocking you down lets you get off like 4 more shots than you normally would, and that can sometimes just kill the boss. That was convenient. Okay, last TTF. Will any of us end the night with a red ring? Let's find out. Yeah, if you ever find that you're not going to use the Kasami Bracer, just give it back to me, because I'll just forward it on to other players. That's usually my philosophy when I give items to people. Like, eventually you won't need Kasami Bracer, which I think people consider the second best Hunter Shield. They'll move on to Red Ring, aka the best shield in the game. Yeah, Kasami Bracer also is fairly high defense, which is also nice for single player. I think I sometimes use, what is it called, DF Shield? Question mark? The Giant Skull Shield. I sometimes use that for the raw defense. But otherwise, let's see. Oh, do I only have one Kasami Bracer? I thought I had 2. I'm gonna rescind the offer then. I thought I had a second one. I'm leaving one for my Humar, because I don't think he has one. But if we end up doing Blue ID Caves, if I pick up another, I'll just give it to you. Did you need like a... I don't want to give away my 20% Jaya. Oh, you know what it is? One's probably on my share bank characters. Before I log off, I'm gonna look at my character bank. Actually, did you just want a Vivian with no hit? You know what? I'll just give it to you. I'll just get one later. That is more ATP than Girasol. So unless the other Girasol has got really good stats, that's just like 40 extra ATP. And I also didn't buff that, which I think you can also buff. I'm gonna check to see if I got one more Kasami Bracer. I thought I had 2 for some reason. Yeah, no problem. Random Cleo. Ridiculous. Yeah, see, I'm confusing it with DF Field, but it has like a very similar name for the shield I was trying to think of. I think I need anything here. What kind of units are you using? I meant to ask. Are you using like I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. What are you using? Don't need any of these blue paints. Hero, but oh, you have V101? Oh, that's pretty sick. Heavenly Power times 2? Okay, I was thinking about giving you one, but if you already got it, that's fine. So it seems like you're pretty decked out, actually. You're probably better equipped than some of my characters. I'm just willing, like, add a V101, and then to fix my terrible luck score, Heavenly Luck. I'm already capped ATP, so no need to worry about damage units. But I'm still using my Centurion. You found V101, found Vito once we traded. Oh, okay. Interesting. I remember on Pesty stream, before we were getting swap rares. I'm gonna check real quick my share bag. If it's there, I'll give it to you. So we're gonna go to my elusive 5th character bank. Except you kept the V801. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, sounds like a similar experience occurred. Okay, I'm looking at my old share bank character. It's possible they have the Kasami Bracer. And I'll just put it in my regular share bank. Welcome to Ephinea. Thanks, game. Yeah, I was gonna say, I hopped into the, what was it, the Pesty group one, and then I was in like 3 runs, and everybody got like the required rare. They're like, oh, I want a V801 drops. Oh, I need Cannon Rouge drops. Just like, okay. I mean, I guess that works. Oh, I just have Yadomir. Oh no, I do have a spare Kasami. Okay. I'm not giving up one, because just one, because I have enough, I think, for the other characters. Do I have 2 Jayas with 20% hit? I don't think I need 2. Yeah, unfortunately not Cannon Rouge. I'm still looking for a Cannon Rouge, by the way. It has never dropped for me. Literally ever on any run, it has never dropped. I didn't even, like, give it away. It never dropped. You got the Rena 5. Oh, you mean this thing? With the... I guess if you won it, I have 15% hit. I don't know if that makes a difference for you, or if you got one with good hit. I don't use it. It just sits in my inventory. I'm gonna compare the Kasamis. I guess I'll make a game for Amadeus. Here's got 25%. Mine's not identified though, if I remember correctly. Go back slightly. Or is it? Never mind. Disregard then. Oh no, it's not identified. It's 25%. Yeah, it would be the same. Okay, so let me put these away in the other share bank. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Oh no, I do have 2 20%. That's funny. Actually, one of them's even ABs. That's kind of sick. I need to thin my inventory. 1 second, chat. What do I not need at the moment? Lieutenant Mantl's okay. I definitely don't need samurai armor right now. Here, freeze. I give those out to players that are new. Just have way too many spells. I gotta find another character to put these spells away. I guess I can remove some star amplifiers. I don't think I'm gonna miss... just having one is probably enough. If I really need more, I'll look. That should free up a lot of unit space for me. I have Gush Vulcans, which are useless. I should just sell those. More D parts. DB shield. No, looks like I have only the one Kasami. Sorry about that. I was gonna say, if anybody wanted just regular hero abilities for new characters, just let me know as well. I don't use them on any characters. I have enough god abilities to go around. So eventually I get rid of those. Oh well, it was worth a look. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess move to the final portion of the stream, which is talk about how things went. Well, I don't think I got any rares on stream of interest. I don't even think I got a photon drop. So pretty dry in terms of drops for me personally today. I did see people that were playing alongside us were getting photon drops at minimum. So that's nice. I think earlier in the day when I was visiting somebody else's stream, I did get an LNK, which was kind of nice, but it didn't roll with any hit percentage, so boo. When it comes to, I guess, how the runs went overall, I don't think we had, like, an exceptionally terrible run. Like, that is the goal, generally speaking, even if I'm not playing the most optimal character, is that you never have 20-plus minute runs. I think the longest run was, like, 17 minutes, and that was, like, from me spacing out. So, that, it is what it is when it comes to those things. But I feel like we got good character discussions in. I still need to think about what format would be useful for new players. I might do... I'm thinking about like a mini-series of like quests that... call it like quests I like. And just talk about how to run the quest and why I would run the quest. Because there's a lot of quests that it's like... There's ones I would do for certain runs, but I don't like them. There's ones I do for XP... but only because it's efficient. But there's ones I do over and over because they get decent rares, even if not the best. Just because of the fact that, like, I'm playing a hunter, so I should be playing this instead of whatever the ranger does. So I feel like there's some room for nuance with it. But I might have another collective video where we just go over, you know, recommended quests in a high level, but then we'll have maybe like a quest breakdown in separate videos. Maybe something like that. So maybe we'll revisit the group video, especially on like equipment that is good. I think we could probably do a breakdown. That should help some new players. So anyway, those are my thoughts towards the session. Good amount of XP. Don't burn myself out doing it. You're very good at articulating knowledge about the game. I'm sure you'll do a great job. I just want to make sure that, you know, people have the resources. I'm going to link the character discussion video in the Discord so people can refer back to it. We have a new tab in the Discord specific for links, so if you're looking for resources of the game, I'm going to start adding stuff there. I know, for example, there's one that talks about all the set damage that exists in Ultimate, so it breaks down the exact HP numbers that you need to not die in multiplayer, for example. So that could sometimes help when deciding if you're able to do a run. Some of that's kind of hard to know. Like, I know I need 1440 when I do falls, in case I get double hit by the nonsense laser attack. Technically, if you just always walk correctly, you only need about 1,000. But I just want to make sure that that information is available to people, because they might not know that that kind of resource exists, and somebody's already compiled it. So some of it will just be pointing to things like the forums and such, but I think going over and in like an active discussion session, like when we did the character picker, I think would probably be for the best. So I'm going to pick a day that is not an XP week. I don't know if it'll be like Rare Monster up, and I'll just have like, we'll start a session off where we just discuss those things. But anyway, that's for a future video. But for now, chat, we've come to the point in the stream that I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, but it's time for us to say goodbye to YouTube. So if you got to this point in the video or the VOD, thank you for putting up with some of the rambles and the half-awake gameplay with the Rocket Seal, and hope to see you again next time.